Hello, good morning and welcome. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. I am Nana Tufo Boateng. As always, it is a pleasant duty to be able to sit here to serve you the best breakfast on television. Thank you for joining us. We promise you an educative, informative, and of course, entertaining show all the way from now up until the hour of 11. Stay with us. But do remember that the show is interactive. We'd like to hear from you. Send us your thoughts, your comments, and your contributions via WhatsApp lines. We're also very active on socials. We are live on YouTube. Join us on Facebook, on X, as well as on Instagram. Then, of course, you can appreciate our video content on TikTok as well. Send us your thoughts, your contributions via the WhatsApp line. Now, this morning, almost all the papers have captured John Dramani Mahama's big push agenda. All right, $10 billion big push agenda, which is very laudable if you ask me. But in wishing the president well, in wishing him success, we are asking that the big push agenda must deliver tangible results. Okay, in a country plagued by poor, deplorable, deteriorating roads, it is indeed laudable that an agenda such as the big push is initiated and, of course, is being implemented. But do you remember the 100 billion CD Ghana COVID-19 alleviation and revitalization enterprises support? That's the Ghana Cares Obatampa project under the Akufo-Addo administration. Do you remember the Ghana Cares Obatampa initiative or the Ghana Cares Obatampa project? 100 billion cedis. It is akin to this $10 billion big push agenda. And that's what we're saying, that the initiative or the program must deliver tangible results. Okay? Now, we need to draw attention to a very nagging concern that is worrying most Ghanaians. Many initiatives, like I mentioned, the Obatampa and others, start with a lot of fanfare, as we saw yesterday, Afienya Dowenya Road, Atimpoku to Aflao Road, as was done yesterday. It starts with a lot of fanfare, but do not see the light of day. All right? And so yesterday I was happy when the president mentioned that the contractor, Oswald Investments, had been given 24 months to complete the project, especially the Dowenya Afenya one. But he, according to the president, had said he could do it in less time. It is the completion of this project that is important to Ghanaians. But if we're going to speed it up, we should match the speed with quality. Okay? You don't speed up a road project, complete it, and after, say, 2-3 months, we're back to square one. Then what would you have achieved? All right? So if we're going to do this within record time, we should match the speed with the quality. And of course, as we have seen in other places, we can count on Oswald to deliver a quality project within record time. All right. Now, we're more than happy that the Minister for Roads and Highways has admitted the ministry owes contractors some 40 billion cedis. Think about it. How is it that the ministry owes contractors 40 billion cedis and the state of roads in Ghana are the way they are? Like, how did we get here? So, for what work do we owe the 40 billion cedis? You see, you cannot doubt saying, because some of these contracts are pre-financed by the contractors themselves. And so when they raise their certificates and they come and you don't pay, you keep ballooning the debt. You get it? But we have faith, we have hope in President John Dramani Mahama. He is the head of state now. He is the president now. He says he will do it. We wish him well. If he succeeds, Ghana succeeds. And that is where our joy and excitement lies. And if Ghana succeeds, we all begin to prosper. If the big push agenda is able to deliver the tangible results that we're seeing, if roads are constructed in time and, of course, of quality, it brings a lot of development to the areas where these roads lie. The economic activities along these stretches will improve and, if like, increase. All right? Houses, buildings will spring up, businesses will spring up in these areas. And so we can only wish the president well, we can only wish him success, and we pray that it doesn't end like many other projects that we have seen in this country, that have started with a lot of fanfare, pomp and pageantry. We're cutting sword here, we're cutting this here, we're launching that here, but implementation, completion is never achieved. Peace and shalom. Now let me see you on the 27th of September 2025 at the Eden Heights Sports Complex. As well, we're having the City Business Olympics, and we're asking you to join us there for a day of absolute fun and excitement. There's going to be a lot of energy, okay? Because we're going to be engaging in various sporting disciplines. 7-a-side football, basketball, volleyball, tennis, swimming, sack race, lime and spoon, arm wrestling, tug of war, Scrabble, draft, you name it. So we want to see you there, be part of the City Business Olympics. It's happening on the 27th of September 2025 at the Eden Heights Sports Complex, Wager. You need to call us and register and make payment, okay? We have just about a week and a few days to go. You need to call, register, and make your payments now. We would actually appreciate early registration and payment so we can do our pairings here, know which teams have registered for which sporting disciplines, do our pairings, and then, of course, we can have a great day on the 27th of September. It's starting at 8 a.m. Hear me well, hear me clearly, hear me loudly. It's starting at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. is not when you are getting there. 8 a.m. is when we are starting. So please, we'd like for you to show up early on time so we can begin the games on the day. The City Business Olympics is one of the ways to build your teams, to network, to connect, to establish partnerships, and what have you. So we'd like to see you there. City Business Olympics 2025, Eden Heights Sports Complex. And it promises to be exciting. We need to see you, all right? So call us now, register, and be part of it. 0558 973 973. 0558 973 973. Now, the City Business Olympics is powered by City FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampong Health Care. All right, the City Business Olympics is powered by City FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampong Healthcare. Thank you to all these organizations and institutions for being part of the City Business Olympics. Question is, what are you waiting for? Call us now, register, and be part of a day full of excitement, full of thrills, full of energy, full of team building, networking, and partnerships. 0558 973 973. All right. Now go onto the Google Play Store and download the Channel 1 News app. Then you have access to the news on the go and, of course, readily available to you. The Channel 1 News app is live on the Google Play Store. Download same and install on your device, and you have access to the news. It is quite easy, quite simple, user-friendly. You shouldn't have any challenges at all. If any, I'll give you a name, and you can contact that person. Look for Helen Grace Akuma. She will help you with your Channel 1 News app, downloading and installing same from the Google Play Store. All righty. Let's get into the newspapers this morning. Ghanaian Times says $10 billion big push agenda takes off. Good stuff. Like I mentioned, $10 billion big push agenda takes off. Sacred dossier for Asante begins in Kumasi. Yesterday, the Ghanaian Times made an inadvertent error. This morning, they've corrected it. The Gold Board donated 5 million cedis and 5 pickups, not 25 pickups. So this morning, the paper has made a correction. It's also captured on the front page of the paper. Police fires warning shot to disperse rioting tattoo students. That's the Tamale Technical University. Yesterday, there was some confusion on the campus. The GRASAC, that's the Graduate Students Association of Ghana, together with the SRC, had raised some concerns regarding misappropriation and, if you like, some administrative lapses. And so there was a protest on the campus of the school. We understand the police were there. They fired some warning shots to disperse the rioting students. All right. 5 dead in Accra-Kumasi Junction road crash. 5 dead in Accra-Kumasi Junction road crash. That's on the front page of the Ghanaian Times. Now, if you go to the back page, Africa urged to fix democracy deficit to deliver economic justice. Africa urged to fix democracy deficit to deliver economic justice. 2 rocks carved in 500 BC by Jakpa discovered. 2 rocks carved in 500 BC by Jakpa discovered. So that's Indera Sumaila Jakpa, the founder of the Gonja land. This is good. It adds to our tourism stock. So we look forward to how we can exploit the tourism potential of these particular 2 rocks that have been discovered. We understand they were carved in 500 BC by Indura Jakpa, the founder of the Gonja land. Let's go into the Chronicle newspaper. Mahama's $10 billion big push takes off. Mahama's $10 billion big push takes off. Bogosu Pristia mine Bruhaha. Blue Gold files $1 billion arbitration claim against Ghana. Oish. Bogosu Pristia mine Bruhaha. Blue Gold files $1 billion arbitration claim against Ghana. Educhum has been targeted for smear campaign. That's according to a spokesman of the former education minister and now presidential hopeful for the New Patriotic Party, NPP. Our scripture for today is taken from the book of Matthew, chapter number 5, verse 25. Make friends quickly with your opponent at law while you are with him on the way, so that your opponent may not hand you over to the judge. Matthew 5:25. Make friends quickly with your opponent at law while you are with him on the way, so that your opponent may not hand you over to the judge. May the Lord bless the reading of his word. Now, sports stories on the back page. Where is my Arsenal? They didn't put Arsenal. Chronicle. Where's the Arsenal story? So yesterday, you didn't see that we beat Bilbao 2-0. Anyways, there are fixtures for today. Bayern Munich and Chelsea in mouth-watering clash. Liverpool tackle Atletico Madrid at Anfield. Ajax welcome last year's runners-up Inter Milan. And Slavia Prague and Bodo Glimt meet in an intriguing encounter. So these are your sports stories on the back page of the Chronicle newspaper. Let me take you to the Ghanaian Publisher. Front page says, Ghana faces $1 billion arbitration over Bogoso Pristia mine indecision. We understand that Blue Gold Resources have filed an arbitration, a $1 billion arbitration over the Bogoso Pristia mine. Ghanaian Publisher has captured that story. Says Ghana faces $1 billion arbitration over Bogoso Pristia mine indecision. Asiedun Ketia fuels 2028 bid. Asiedun Ketia, that's the national chairman of the National Democratic Congress, NDC, the General Mosquito. The paper is saying that Asiedun Ketia fuels 2028 bid. Gold Board busts smugglers, places 1 million cedi bounty on 4 suspects. We understand there was some error with the pictures published. If you go on our website, citynewsroom.com as well as channel1newsonline.com, Gold Board has apologized for the wrong publication of the publication of the wrong picture of the suspects. Okay, so more like a case of mistaken identity. So hopefully that suffices. NPP blast police over tattoo students' brutality. That's on the top right-hand corner of the paper. That's the Ghanaian Publisher this morning. I'll quickly take you to the Daily Guide. Daily Guide, front page. Gold smuggling syndicate busted. 1 million cedis bounty for 4 suspects. And like I said, the correction has been made. Gold Board has apologized for the publication of a wrong picture, case of a mistaken identity. Then you have the Bogosu Pristia mine story. Ghana risks a $1 billion arbitration. Declare state of emergency on Galamsey. That's from the Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference. And then you have Educhum targeted for smear campaign. That's according to a spokesperson for the former education minister. Also on the front page of the Daily Guide newspaper. The News Center says, Ecobank hands over 500,000 Ghana cedis modern refurbished health center to Dowenya North. Mahama's response to Galamsey unsatisfactory. That's the Catholic bishops. Mahama launches big push to benefit every region. 100 million CD gold cartel busted. 3 nabbed. 1 million CD bounty for 4 suspects on the run. And then you have MTN Foundation modules offer blueprints for youth empowerment. So that's the front page of the News Center. That's the News Center newspaper. The Custodian. Let me bring you the Custodian. Asiedun Ketia starts NDC 2028 presidential bid. Hey, boy, are you sure of what you are saying? Asiedun Ketia starts NDC 2028 presidential bid. Tamale Technical University students clash with police. Gold Board places, is it 4 million CDs bounty? So what? That means 1 million CD each. Anyways, when you get the copy of the paper, you can get the details. Gold Board places 4 million CDs bounty on 4 alleged gold smugglers. This is not the indication I got when I read the story, but anyways. Mahama focuses on economic gains, not Galamsey fight. That's according to the Catholic bishops. Akan NDC youth revolt, shut down NHIS and NADMO offices. Akan NDC youth revolt, shut down NHIS and NADMO offices. Let me now bring you the Herald. The Herald newspaper this morning says, Roads Minister demands answers on 40 billion CDs inherited debt. Roads Minister demands answers on 40 billion CDs inherited debt. Games over Goldfields Damine concession. Games over Goldfields Damine concession. Government sets committee to oversee handover. Then you have Central Regional Minister cries for water. Kwanyako headworks shut down, affect 10 districts. When we talk about the fight against Galamsey, you people will sit on social media and say what you like. It go reach everybody. MasterCard plots AI road to Africa's $16.5 billion market. 230 million digital jobs expected by 2030. And then you have Energy Minister advocates robust framework for Africa's green transition. So that's the front page of the Herald newspaper this morning. Now I'm going to take you online and start off from channel1newsonline.com. Yesterday, the Minister in charge of Government Communications, Felix Kwakye Ofosu, sat with my colleague, Umaru Sanda Amadu, on the face-to-face program here on Channel 1 TV, and a lot of stories have come out of that interview. So I'll bring you some snippets of that. Government dismisses NPP's claims of harassment. This is in relation to arrest, detention of some known political figures. The NPP has accused the government of weaponizing the law to harass its members. They've actually scheduled a protest for Tuesday, September 23. We'll see how it goes. But the Minister in charge of Government Communication in that interview on the face-to-face program dismissed this allegation. And so you have the story here. Government dismisses NPP's claims of harassment. On the matter of Galamsey, we are calling for radical action, not military revolution. This is according to the Catholic Bishops' Conference. We're calling for radical action, not military revolution. Utility tariff proposals to face significant cuts. Again, Felix Kwakye Ofosu speaking there. Military to permanently guard 44 Galamsey hotspots. Still, Government Communications Minister Kwakye Ofosu speaking. Galamsey not allowed in my constituency. Felix Kwachi again. His constituency is the Accra-Kumasi area. Yes, so it's here. Accra-Kumasi will see significant improvements in roads. That's according to Felix Kwachi Ofosu. Still some stories from that interview. MP's most burdened actors in governance. I think I can agree with the worry the MP's rough. 1D, 1F plantain factory in Asante Achem North, a white elephant. This is according to the independent member of parliament for the area. 1D, 1F plantain factory in Asante Achem North, a white elephant. Boom, Okpogli youth vow to sue TDC over land issues. Yesterday there was a protest in the area, raised a number of issues regarding infrastructure deficits, and they threatened to sue the TDC over some land boundary issues. We'll keep an eye on that, see how it goes. Gold Board apologizes for mistaken identity in smuggling case. Right, so this is what I was referencing. If you go into our website, channel1newsonline.com, you get the details there. There was an initial publication of a picture that was wrong. It's been corrected. Gold Board has apologized for same. Muhammad's Galamsey comments surprising and worrying. That's according to the Catholic bishops. Tattoo students falls into open defecation over poor toilet facilities. That's according to the Graduate Students Association of Ghana, GRASAG. Dowenya Afienya Dodowa Road Project, a promise kept. That's His Excellency John Dramani Mahama speaking when he cut sword for the construction of that particular road as part of his big push agenda, the $10 billion big push agenda. Now I'll take you to citynewsroom.com. Citynewsroom.com. Government to station soldiers permanently in Galamsey, 44 Galamsey hotspots. That's Kwachi Ofosu speaking. You have public debt rises by 15.8 billion cedis on currency swings, higher domestic borrowing. Cedis media gains halved as appreciation to dollar slows to 21%. Influx of Simco cement from Togo could undermine Ghana's industry. That's Kokmag speaking there. Togwe Afede, oral, 24-hour economy, key to Ghana's transformation. Harassment claims against NPP members baseless. That's Felix Kwachi Ofosu speaking. Proposed tariff hikes rooted in NPP's IMF conditionalities. That's Kwachi Ofosu speaking there again. Akufo-Addo government was complicit in Galamsey. Again, Kwachi Ofosu making that claim. Tempane doesn't have a kilometer of tarred road. That's the Honorable Akamvareba speaking. Yesterday she was on the point, she was on Point Blank on Eyewitness News on 97.3 City FM. Then you have tomato processing plant will ease farmers' struggles. That's the Asante Achem North MP. And we won't leave unless we are killed. CMB drivers and traders resist alleged land grab. So go online, citynewsroom.com, as well as channel1newsonline.com. You can get details of these stories and several others, or you can download the Channel 1 News app from the Google Play Store and have access to same. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this.
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it seven-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race. Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time 8 a.m. Venue Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558 973 973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. The City Business Olympics 2025 is powered by City FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare.
On Footprints this Friday, multi-instrumentalist, artiste, and music producer Kwame Yeboah continues to take us through his musical journey from playing with local bands to gracing some of the world's biggest stages.
So Amanziba, you did Wogbejeke.
Yeah, Wogbejeke, that whole album. Dun, 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 dun,
That's serious, man.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Oh,
you did that?
Yeah. I took over from Mr. Simons in
Osibisa, yes.
So I played Osibisa.
I think that's where I first saw you, actually.
Yeah, I played Osibisa from 2000 till 2009.
With Greg Brown and
Greg Brown, yes. Greg Brown. Solar Mafia was drums.
Yeah, Soul Forever was there.
Yeah. Alfred Bannerman guitar.
Carrie Bannerman,
yes.
Yeah.
And some Ashley percussion.
I love your style. It really, really makes me feel so fine. I love your style. Oh, don't need why we done that. Oh, don't need why we done that. Yeah. Oh, don't need why we done that. Yeah. Oh, don't need why this is going.
Footprints airs every Friday at 7 p.m. with a repeat on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
When the stars come out, Ghana Weekend turns up the lights. From the hottest red carpet moments to the wildest after parties. And for all your celebrations, anniversaries, and unforgettable moments, if it's happening, we're there. First, fast, and fabulously. Your front row pass to Ghana's A-list lifestyle is just a click or a channel away. GhanaWeekend.com and Ghana Weekend TV, where fame meets the fans. Promote your next big event with us, because when you party with the stars, the whole nation of Black Stars should know. Visit GhanaWeekend.com, watch and subscribe to Ghana Weekend TV on YouTube. Stay connected with us across all platforms. Follow us on Instagram with the handle at GhanaWeekend.com, on X at Ghana Weekend, on TikTok, Ghana Weekend, and on Facebook at Ghana Weekend. Join the Ghana Weekend family today. Ghana Weekend, all access, all glam, all yours.
Hello there. Thank you for choosing us. This is Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. I am Nanatufo Boateng. It's time for the news review segment, where we get into a conversation regarding some matters that concern you, concern me, and concern our nation. This morning, we're going to be looking at the issue of illegal mining and its impact on our communities and, of course, on our lives. It is having a devastating impact. And if not dealt with head on, you and I are both going to suffer. A clear case is the issue of the Kwenyako headworks shutdown. The Ghana Water Limited has about 8 water treatment systems under its management. One of such is the Kwenyako Waterworks that draws water, this fresh source of water from the Ayensu River, okay? However, we understand that the pumps at the Kwenyako headworks have been heavily silted and it's been traced to illegal activities upstream the Ayensu River. The company has no other choice but to shut down the headworks at Kwenyako. The impact thereof is that about 10 districts that depend on the Kwenyako headworks for water, potable water, have been affected. And so there's an acute shortage of water in these 10 districts. This morning I have Alhaji Mohammed Nasiru, the Deputy CEO of the National Identification Authority, here with me. He'll be helping us bring different perspectives to this particular matter and several others that we'll be looking at on the show. Alhaji, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning and thank you for having me.
It's good to have you. It's good to have you. Now, Alhaji, Galamsey, if we don't kill it, it will kill us. I can't put it any other way. That for 10 districts of a region to suffer acute water shortage because of the activities of some few greedy people who are polluting our river bodies, who are destroying our forest. Alhaji, is it not time to crack the whip?
Well, having said a very good morning to your cherished viewers, your production team and yourself, I want to believe that this issue of Galamsey should be handled with all the seriousness it deserves.
Indeed.
The issue of Galamsey is threatening the, good works that His Excellency John Dramani Maham's administration has chalked so far.
True.
So it's a matter of concern for us, members of the NDC and appointees of His Excellency John Dramani Maham's administration. Beyond every reasonable doubt, Galamsey has proven to be more of a canker than any good to our society. But for me, the question is, what have we put in place as mechanisms to fight the menace of Galamsey, and what are the results? I've always maintained that, look, we are dealing now with a generation that are results-oriented, what we call the Gen Zs, and what have you name you want to give them. They are results-oriented, and they don't care with, for them to hell with your long-standing views and perception, beliefs, and what have you. Results is what they are looking for. And if we tilt our discussion towards looking for results, I want to believe, and I'm not saying this just because I come here representing a political party, but I can cite examples of the likes of Erastus Asare Donko, who has been in the forefront of this fight for a very long time. The likes of Ken Ashegbe, who has also been at the forefront for a very long time. And I assess what they have said so far with regards to the ongoing Galamsey fight. It is encouraging to be listening to people like that, apolitical, whose concern is how to nip in the bud the menace that we are all facing today. So, listening to them, I get to, be encouraged all the time, because I have listened to the Ken Ashegbe, where he said, yes, the fight against Galamsey didn't start today, but what they are saying today is more encouraging and more positive than what they saw some time back. And the same with Erastus Asare Donko. On several occasions I've said that, and indeed, one thing about Erastus Asare is the fact that he consistently would present to the public what has been done in relations to exposés and reports that he's put forward. And he I mean, has said on several occasions that he is confident, more confident in this John Dramani Mahama NDC administration than the previous administration in the fight against the Galamsey manners. For me, what we can collectively say, and I mean, and agree, is the fact that, look, the fight against Galamsey is a serious one. It is threatening our very survival in the only place we can live without passports since we are Ghanaians.
Very well.
And if that is the case, what do we do as individuals? Because Galamsey doesn't happen in a vacuum. It is certainly going on in communities with representatives and leadership of the communities, in most cases, involved. And that is what makes the fight very, 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 very difficult. I mean, listening to the House of Chiefs, I mean, also make such claims that, look, some of their own people are, I mean, unpatriotically getting involved in this whole matters. The small-scale miners themselves and its association have had cause to complain that some of their members also veer off into this area. And so the whole thing is becoming murkier. And what we can do as a people is to collectively, I mean, I repeat this, collectively come together to assist in the fight. If we make it a fight for government and government alone, I don't think we will succeed. Except to say that I have listened also to Terashigbe raised a very important subject of, I mean, firing DCs whose communities are involved in deeper Galamsey. I think it's one of the bold, I mean, suggestions that government needs to consider, because today is Konyaku. Tomorrow it could lead even up to the Wager Dam. I mean, because there are tributaries that the water must come from somewhere to get to Wager. I mean, one of the safest water we have today is the Wager Dam. And that one, too, if Konyaku is affected, you can tell that very soon it can affect the Wager Dam. And the consequences will be dire if we look on without doing anything about it. So I would entreat all, I mean, all stakeholders, I mean, the citizens, the communities, the leadership, political leadership, and what have you. I have maintained that, look, no matter what you get from this Galamsey, if you don't have water to drink, it means you are dead, because we are told that 70% of the human anatomy is made up of water. And if you are, I mean, discarding 70% of your whole being, you are just looking up to die, and a painful death, where the money that you might have accrued from the Galamsey activity cannot save you. So let's look at it from the point of view of the fact that, look, we are all going to contribute to ensure that at the end of the day, we nip in the bud the current situation, which will not help the progress of our great country, Ghana.
Alaji, you mentioned two names, Erastus Asare-Donkor and Ken Ashibe. I'll come back to you on Erastus Asare-Donkor's impression of the president's response during the media encounter when a Galamsey question was put to him. But let me say good morning to Dennis and welcome him to the show. Dennis Miracles Abuaje.
Good morning.
Is aide to former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia.
Good morning, bro.
Last week, what happened?
Let me congratulate Nazir. You know,
Dennis.
And he got to the juicy position. All of a sudden, his grammar, his English, his demeanor, everything is now, you know.
I know.
He
used to behave as such.
The Nazir we know 9 months ago. We're not talking about everybody should. But I'm happy. I'm very.
Anthony Cabo once told me, he said, when you are in opposition, you can be as irresponsible as whatever. And when you get the power, then you become responsible.
You see what it's wearing on him. Congrats.
Anyways, before I pick your take on that.
The two chief propagandists are the ones at the NIU. It's both Yaira. Oh, Yaira.
I mean, he's a tech person.
Propaganda. And then Naziru.
No, Yaira is not here, so.
He's watching.
That's what
Yaira is not here, so.
He's watching.
And indeed, is delivering with
I know all of
with the NIA.
NIA is delivering.
All of a sudden, both of them are all, you know.
Very well. I just want to bring to your attention Erastus Asaridonko's response, or if you like, his own opinion regarding the president's answers to the question on Galamsey during the media encounter. Since you mentioned him, I'm reading from his Facebook. This post was made 6 days ago. He says the president, it's a very long text, but I just want to highlight a few things he says. The president did not inspire hope and urgency in the fight against Galamsey. He watered down on a very precarious situation, just as he has done always. His posture reflected complicity on the infractions on the ground and whittling down a decapitation to a broken arm. I totally disagree with him on the withdrawal of the IGP's men and accusing them of not knowing the difference between legal small-scale miners and illegal miners. This is a total fallacy. It shows that it's either the president was ill-briefed about the situation on the ground, or he was totally clueless of what happens on the ground. Or maybe he's also joining the bandwagon of deliberate spinning of falsehoods in a bid to, in quotes, give the dog a bad name to hang it. I challenge the president to name a single licensed small-scale mining entity that is mining responsibly on the ground. This is what Erasmus thought about the president's answers to Galamsey.
Yeah, in reaction to the press
media encounter, yes.
Yeah. I mean, and this is so specific indeed. He made mention of how questions were answered.
Yeah.
But then that's the media encounter. It's not the all in all in the fight against Galamsey. There is a lot that has been done. I mean, the water guards that have been trained, the several initiatives that have been taken by the ministry and agencies under the ministry are there for everybody to see. And they're on the field. People are seeing the improvement. I have also heard him say that, I mean, some of the forest areas that were no-go zone even for the states because of how recalcitrant and, I mean, strong those in that area are. Today the government has been able to fight and you know move them from the forest areas they occupy. So clearly, if we want to judge from what we are seeing today and what we have seen before, there is some improvement.
Why has the airline not been repealed?
Well, the repealing of the airline has become so necessary today. Why? Because even the Minister of Lands and Forestry himself is pushing for that airline to be repealed. And that is what is working toward. You and I know that as we speak now, Parliament is on recess and they need to come back and get all these things done. So in every area, at any angle that you want to discuss this issue of Galamsey, I maintain that the current government is doing much more in the fights against Galamsey, and all he needs is our support. We have seen how the media, everybody came together to support the ex-Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo NPP administration in the fight, and we realize how it ended. I mean, more of a fiasco than we expected. People were disappointed, seriously, as a result of what happened. But that is not the case today. You are seeing clearly some commitment on the part of government. You are seeing clearly some commitment on the part of regulatory bodies to ensure that we turn the tide. And that is exactly what we hope should happen.
Right.
And I have maintained that, look, this can only happen if we get the support of all. Now there is the need for the support of the people, because Galamsey happens in localities, in communities, and there are people living in those communities. Indeed, there are chiefs who have vowed that Galamsey can never go on in their area, and we've seen how progressive their communities are, and the chiefs who have allowed this to also happen, we have seen how destructive their environment has become, leading to some of the issues we are seeing today with the Konyako Waterworks situation. I clearly, if you have a picture or a video of the activities at the Konyako Waterworks, you'll be surprised that it ceases to be liquid to be more of a water to a liquid waste where it's becoming thicker and thicker every day. And I wonder how you can even extract water from that mud that we have been supplying at the Konyako Waterworks, expecting them to work on and supply water to the communities. It's a serious matter. Let us take it as such and then begin to collectively, the word, the underlining word, collectively come together to see how we will succeed in this fight.
Sir, Alaji, thank you. Dennis, let me come to you. A number of things have been initiated as part of the fight against illegal mining. Are you impressed? And this is vis-a-vis the shutdown of the Konyako headworks by the Ghana Water Limited.
And I am scandalized. And I'm very scared right now. Personally, I am now afraid. And anybody that has followed me knows my position on Galamsey. It's public. And it's on video. In fact, I was seated in your seats on one of the weekend shows.
The big issue.
Honorable Kofi Adams was here.
Yeah.
And I made my points and my case categorically. So I am one of the few people who have the right to speak on Galamsey even now. Because even at that time, my position was clear. And fortunately, unlike Nasiru and the NDC, what he's saying now is what I said when my party was in power. And I'm still saying it in opposition. But they didn't see same in opposition. Listen, Nana, the NDC government wants to gaslight the entire country. And we cannot allow that. We can do politics with everything. We can allow them to get away with everything. But we cannot allow them to get away with this Galamsey thing. The president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, is the biggest enabler of Galamsey in this country. And it predates even 2017.
How?
It predates him being in opposition, and it predates him being in government now. I'll tell you what. You know, when you talk to a 24-year-old or an 18-year-old today about Galamsey, they are likely to have an understanding that the Galamsey we are seeing today in our river bodies and in our forest reserves probably started in the last 8 years. Because there's a certain spin that this NDC government placed on Galamsey and created an impression that is something that the Kufuor created and introduced. That our water bodies are milkier, they are this way because of a Kufuor. In fact, the president reiterated this propaganda in his media engagement when he was asked about Galamsey and what he is doing about it. He made a point to the effect that with the damage that was caused in the last 8 years, nobody should expect that they can fix it in 8 months. First of all, it is a lie, it is misleading, and it's gaslighting. And that is what heightens the fear. And that is what also reinforces the fact that the man has no commitment whatsoever to fight Galamsey. And I say that without any contradiction. He is only managing the country and is finding his way around it to still allow the menace to fester. Why? Because right now, even as he is in government, he has prioritized the economic gains he will get from the illegal gold money over the environment and the environmental safety of the people. And that was reflected in his responses. Now, in 2010, that was when the Galamsey we are seeing today, the one on river bodies and forest reserves, actually popped up. I remember one afternoon, I was watching TV, then I saw Professor Mills and Mr. Potofi, then the Director General for NADWO, in one cocoa farm, somewhere in Achim Buakwa area. And that was when Professor Mills made that statement, that the rate at which Galamsey has now entered our forest areas and our riverside, and even our cocoa farms, is becoming devastating. So Anas Arimiyao Anas actually has an investigative report on Galamsey, somewhere 2010, 2011, describing the Galamsey. In fact, if you watch that Anas video and you don't pay attention to the date, you may think it's a video from 2020, 2022, because the impression was created as if all these things we are seeing, you are showing today, is a creation between 2017, and that is our first undoing. I think that if Nasiru and the government actually mean what they are saying, then they first of all owe Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the Ghanaian people an apology. Simply because they turned the entire country against the president. When they knew that you can only fight Galamsey when you have everybody on board. Today he's calling for everybody on board. But let me tell you, the president, John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, stood in front of a Ghanaian crowd and told them that nobody should call for everybody on board, that it is the government who has the mandate and has the powers to fix Galamsey. I'm sure you've seen that video. Sami Jemfi, the communications officer of the NDC, sat on Metro TV and said that when he hear people talk about they should come and sit down with government, they will not do it. And that they are not willing to go and sit down with criminals and Galamseyers to plan how to fix Galamsey. They should be kicked out. Then Galamsey will stop when they come into office. Sam George made a similar statement. So if you listen to the NDC when they were in opposition, they were clear in their minds that Galamsey is not a national fight, that it's a fight for the government. Sam George tweeted that any serious government, any president worth its salt, can actually end Galamsey in a week. Sami Jemfi said that the only reason why Galamsey is festering in Ghana is because MPP is in power. And that once they are kicked out and NDC comes, it will be done. Felix Kwasi Ofosu actually said that, and is also on Twitter, said that the MPP government and its functionaries were the ones doing Galamsey. And that once they are kicked out, the Galamsey will end. So now if you come to office, and Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the MPP have been kicked out, and Galamsey is still festering, don't come and give us stories. Because you see, before the people voted for you, you told them why they should vote for you and how you are going to fix the situation. And you created that impression. You gave them specific promises. Now, let me also correct this. That impression that 8 months is too short a time for anybody to deal with Galamsey is the lamest, laziest, the most lackadaisical response from any group of persons.
How so?
Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, when he was voted into office in 2017, in April 2017, placed a ban on all forms of mining. That was his first action against the fight Galamsey. For 20 months, close to 2 years, Nana Addo placed a ban on Galamsey and started reorganizing the mining sector. Guess what? By the time we got to 17 December 2018, all CSOs, all media persons led by City at the time said that, Mr. President, where we have reached, we think at this point we can lift the ban. And then based on all the things we have introduced, now have a proper view of the situation and the space and fix it. You, City, have on your portal videos and documentaries of the river bodies having been cleared from this color.
Improved.
No, cleared from this color to a much more cleaner water as at 2018, as at 2019. You even have a report in 2021 where you were showing how the Ofen River is improving and clearing up. So Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo proved that you can actually take action on Galamsey in 3 months when you come to office. And when you do that, there would actually be results. Let me tell you what happened to Akufo-Addo. No, I'm coming. Let me tell you what happened to Akufo-Addo. When Akufo-Addo inherited the Galamsey menace in 2017, because if the Galamsey menace was not there, there was no way in 3 months he was going to place a ban. You agree with me? So that lie, that falsehood, the president peddled at the media engagement, which they peddled for 8 years whilst we were in office, should be thrown in the bin. Galamsey was actually a creation under the NDC at the time when John Mahama was vice president. It was rather Akufo-Addo who came to inherit this and made attempt to fix it. But when Akufo-Addo came, he was the one who embraced the media and CSOs in the fight against Galamsey. And that was the time when your reporters were with the military men in the helicopter. And they were holding their cameras covering Galamsey. That was Akufo-Addo's undoing. When he opened up the space and brought everybody's eyes into the fight, then people became more enlightened. And the more people became enlightened, the more people became alarmed. So guess what? When former President Mahama won power in 2013 and became president, Galamsey was already festering. So he set up a task force led by Honorable Unisa Fuseni. By 2016, the task force actually announced that they have given up on the fight against Galamsey. It's on record, it's on your portal, it's on MindJoy, it's on every portal. Mahama Yariga said that, I called EPA, I called Minerals Commission, I called all these people and told them that, look, it doesn't look like we can win this fight. Yes, it's on record, it's on record. And that is what led to, and this was in September 2016, and that is what led to the conversation about Galamsey coming up again in the last quarter of 2016 towards the elections. Then Akufo-Addo said, this is my solution. When I come, I'm going to introduce alternative ways of doing this thing and some responsible mining. And that is what led to him taking decisive action in his first 3 months when he became president. Unfortunately, when we lifted the ban in 2018, in spite of all the systems and policies that I don't want to bore you with, that together with CSOs and the media, the president had put in place, these criminals still found their way back into the forest. They still found their way back into our river bodies and still went to mine. So by the time we got to 2022, the water bodies that were clearing up were getting bad again. One would have thought that at that time, like Nasiru is saying, all of us will come back and sit there and say, what did we do right between 2017 and 2018 that got the water clearing up? What are the things we missed? For which reason, after we lifted the ban, the water is going bad again? And I followed the conversation. The NDC didn't do that. The party that set up an interministerial task force to fight Galamsey between 2013 and 2016, all of a sudden wasn't interested in the fight against Galamsey. Rather, they jumped on the side of the Galamseyers. So you have the NDC national officers, Kweku Boahen, NDC parliamentary candidates, NDC leading mining experts like Tony Oben went into the mining pits. Now, not in the community. They were standing in the pits with the Galamseyers. And listen to what they told them. Vote against this MPP group of people. Politics came to meet Galamsey. Most of us here, we do this Galamsey thing. Your parliamentary candidate, he even does Galamsey. Vote for us. The day you vote for us, on the 9th of December, when John Mahama is announced as a winner, come into the pit and come and mine.
This is where they are words?
Yes, and it's in video. It's in video. Now, there's a second video. In that second video, Kweku Boahen is standing with Tony Oben, pointing Tony Oben and said, this man, should we win power, he is the one that will go to Minerals Commission. He was the Minerals Commission boss when we were in power previously. Vote for us. When we come, he knows all the lands and places where there is gold. All of you will come back and come and do your mining. Devastating. For me, never in my life have I seen or heard such a responsibility or irresponsible action from people who are supposed to be in leadership situation. Then listen to the biggest one, the president himself. John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency the President, during the elections, remember, when we were going to the 2020 elections, a few things were happening. The people were not happy with the Akufo-Addo, especially the mining areas. So, in fact, they were agitating and complaining because we had placed a ban for 2 years. You can imagine the implication. So now John Mahama, realizing that the mining areas were now angry at the government for fighting Galamsey, wanted votes, jumped onto their side, and now was promising them. He said, vote for me, and I will release all the criminals who have been arrested in the Galamsey site, arraigned before a court of competent jurisdiction, convicted and jailed. I'll release all of them for them to come home. He said it in video. What does this mean? All you are telling people who are doing Galamsey is that, as for you, when you come, you're not going to be arresting them like Akufo-Addo is doing. Reason number 2, why I think is the biggest enabler. And this is something that happened going into 2020. Now, after the 2020 elections, we all saw the results. We lost almost every mining area, every mining area in this country. So that is a win for John Mahama and the NDC. Then, between 2022 and 2024, the same John Mahama turned again. This time round, he is no longer on the side of the Galamseyers telling them that when he comes, he will release them. Now, he is telling the Galamseyers and the entire country that it is Akufo-Addo himself and his family members and his government people who are doing Galamsey. In fact, they did an artwork. The Communications Bureau of the NDC, they did an artwork, put Akufo-Addo in the middle, put Bawumia and everybody there and said they are the Galamseyers. That is when all the tweets I've mentioned about Felix and all those also came in. So the Ghanaian people should vote against Akufo-Addo. Only God knows. Only God knows that Galamsey alone contributed like 60% to our loss. 2 weeks to elections in this country, the NDC and their surrogates, like Ransford Jampo and Co., were calling for a state of emergency. The Lands and Natural Resource Minister today, the Communications Minister today, Sami Okujoto Ablakwa today, Honorable Haruna Idusu today, 4 cabinet ministers said that they think as at 2024 October, November, there should be a state of emergency. All these people, there should be a state of emergency. The president promised in his 120-day contract, I think we went through it here, that in 120 days, he's going to, within 120 days, he will place a ban on mining in this country. So the people were happy. The people said, oh, if Akufo-Addo will leave, and then we can have our peace of mind from this Galamsey thing, then let's vote them out. You remember the famous ones, for example, Rant and Cry on TV, where he called his own organized labor group disorganized labor, and said that they have sat in their rooms and they have allowed themselves to be manipulated by the politicians. Everybody was mad at Akufo-Addo. Why are you destroying our forest area? Why are you mining? Why are you doing all of these things? And do you know what they were running to? Their defense is that, or their justification is that Professor Frempong Boateng, who was a minister under Akufo-Addo, had named people in the government who were doing Galamsey. Perfect. Then he ran to town with it. And then they started using that as a basis and calling Akufo-Addo all manner of names. Akufo-Addo in 2022 thereabout asked John Mahama again that Mr. JM, can you tell the country where you stand on Galamsey? He never responded. You know why Akufo-Addo asked him that? In 2013, when you were president, you set up a task force to fight it. Then in 2018, when we were fighting it, you went on the side of the Galamseyers and supported them. Then in 2020, you were encouraging them that you will free them. Then in 2022, all of a sudden, now you say you fight Galamsey, so they should vote against me. And another is on video asking, Mr. Mahama, where do you stand? We want to know where you stand on Galamsey. He never responded. That was another indication of his complicity in the matter. Fast forward, you have become president. The entire country was expecting that the promises that at least you made as your weapon towards the fight against Galamsey, you implement them. Now, everybody is at a loss. We ask you, and you are running all over the place. We ask you, and you are unable to tell us emphatically what you do. I hear Nasiru, but Nasiru is wrong. Nana, Nasiru cannot mention one single new thing that this government didn't come to meet in the fight against Galamsey. So they have done nothing. And I insist, nothing. They go to the mining areas, arrest the people, take them to police station, they seize excavators or burn the excavators. Some of the excavators, the environment minister then, may so rest in peace, Murtala Mohammed announced that some of them even gone missing, about 40 of them. What else have they done? They've introduced river guards.
Blue water guards.
Tell me which of these things were not present.
Yesterday Felix told us that they will place military men in 44 forest reserves permanently.
Tell me which of these things have not been done before. Which of them? So again,
so what should be done?
No, I'm coming. I'm making a point too. Give me time. If this is all I will say for the day, I don't mind. You see, Nana, this is a very serious matter. I've given you a long background, and I did that to let you know that there's something fishy going on with the president and the government. There seems to be enough evidence to confirm and validate the fact that this government doesn't seem to be interested in the fight against Galamsey. Because when the president was asked if he is aware that the gold board was buying gold from Galamseyers, I was expecting him to say, no, that would be strange. We are going to make sure we look into this and make sure. No, you know what the president said? The president in summary is saying that it is also Ghana money. And that if they had not bought the thing from the Galamsey, the money would have gone into private pockets. I was scandalized. I was shocked when the president said that out of the $6 billion that they have exported, $4 billion of that is coming from that side. And that, but for that, it would have gone into private pockets. I have never seen any president in our history make this kind of enabling comment. All you are telling the Galamseyers is that so long as you have the gold and you are holding it here, we'll buy. It doesn't matter where it's coming from. You are buying crime. You are buying blood on your hands. It is people's lives that the president is buying in the name of getting money to run his economy. And that's a problem. Go to TikTok. There is an account called Galamsey TV. They have over 600,000 followers. 600,000 followers. They have videos with 3 million views, 2 million views, and what have you. The Galamseyers have cameras on them protesting against government for buying the gold at a lower rate. The government is aware. So you cannot go and buy the gold from the Galamseyers and tell us that you want to fight Galamsey. Because that is where you are getting the money from. If you are getting 4 billion from a 6 billion export, then you are not likely to plug that hole. And that is why I have taken it upon myself and asking the entire country that, please, let's not allow the president to gaslight us. Mr. President, unlike you and your party, who actually hijacked the Galamsey situation, politicized it, milked it to your benefit, you have won. In fact, you benefited from it. You have won. Those you even used to fight the president like Raspo Jampo and Co., they are cooling off in their conditions in their offices now after the gain. It is too late to have a conversation on that. We forgive you. But please, for Christ's sake, for the lives of the people who are struggling, wake up and fight this menace. The way and manner you say you will fight it. Do not gaslight us. Do not come and tell us you have done so much. You've done zero. Anything you are doing now are things that are already in existence when you came towards the fight against Galamsey. They didn't work. Stop mentioning Akufo-Addo. No NDC person should talk about Akufo-Addo and MPP. Akufo-Addo came to meet the Galamsey in this manner. The videos are there. What Akufo-Addo sought to do was to try to fix it. Indeed, in his first 2 years, he actually has evidence to prove that since 2010 to 2024, which is 14 years, he is the only president that showed proof of concept that our water bodies that are milky and mellow like this can actually clear up and become clean again. Please go and look at that.
And
model.
after that, what happened?
That is what I'm saying.
That is where the concern is.
No, that's not where the concern is.
That's where the concern
is. That is not only where the concern is.
Why was it not sustained?
The reason why Akufo-Addo failed beyond 2018 was that when he opened or lifted the ban, the politicians, the NDC, hijacked the situation. You see, he is calling for a national engagement on this matter because they cannot win it without us. If we should behave the way John Mahama behaved, by giving the Galamseyers the impression that we are on their side, there's nothing they can do. I hear military men are going to be sent to 44 forests. Now, let me tell you something. I have a research report which was done by government when I was in office, okay, to identify the number of communities where Galamsey is happening. I have the data on how many communities have Galamsey. Out of that, how many of them are in forest reserves? How many of them are on the land, normal land? And how many of them are in river bodies? There are more than 44. So you see, even if you go and put the military men in the forest reserves, you will still see the Kwenyaku River like this. You know why? Because there are several communities, villages who are mining uphill. Which is going to wash down there. They run into hundreds. I have the data here. So you see, they don't seem to either understand the situation because in opposition, instead of paying attention to it, they were rather doing propaganda and spin against Akufo-Addo, or they know the situation, but because their economic strategy is hinged on the gold, they want to manage the entire country so that they can get the gold to do whatever they want to do.
Few quick messages and then Alaji, I'll come to you for a response. Nana, good morning to you and Fine Brain Miracles. I want to find out from you, please, why are you, the media, no longer bringing the different river bodies water into your studios? I think the media is doing Ghanaians a disservice. As for NDC, Kama has caught up with them. Lambong Jacob from Bimbagu, a.k.a. Wicked Tiger. Lambong, I think you can see clearly on the screens as we show the river bodies. We don't have to pick the samples and bring into the studio anymore. Then we had to do same and bring it for you to appreciate it. Now you appreciate the level of devastation. We're showing you the river itself and the level of devastation, pollution it is suffering. So, I mean, it is clear for all Ghanaians to see. This one says, if 9 months is sufficient to remove the head of the judiciary, an arm of government, then shouldn't it also be enough time to implement measures to stop Galamsey now? Good morning to Miracles in the studio. Amino from Nsawam sent that. This one says, you communicate with no fact. How on earth do you tell me NDC started Galamsey and Akufo-Addo inherited Galamsey crisis in 2017? So if he inherited it, what did he do about it? Well, this one says, good morning, Anna. It is a fact that John Mahama and the NDC are not committed to fighting Galamsey. Mahama is disappointing. Haj Ahmed from Nima send that one in. Mwene Sumaila from Wa says, today it seems everything done by the NDC is in the right direction, but a day will come when we will realize that the Nanado government was better. Well, that's what you say. Alaji, let me come back to you. What will be your response to those who say that the president, John Dramani Mahama, is focusing on economic gains instead of the fight against Galamsey?
I mean, they are entitled to your opinion. Everybody has his opinion. I will not begrudge that, but there is a saying that the end justifies the means.
The means.
You were a journalist. You understand. One of your classes, one of the things you are taught is that if 100 people sit at a place and you show them a picture, and you ask everyone to say something about the picture, you will get 100 different opinions. You understand, based on the angle, perception of the individual and what he is seeing. So, I mean, they are entitled to their opinion, but the facts must be sacred, and that is what will lead us to a success story, not the issue of this one has done this one they didn't do this. I have sat here and listened to my friend, and I'm very, very surprised, because when he is talking about the ban against Galamsey, I laughed to an extent I don't even know what that means. Because what really transpired under the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo administration was the ban actually against what was legal mining. That is, the small-scale miners were asked to stay off because something was going to be done. They agreed. That is the support they gave to the Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo administration. Media people at that time gave them support. NDC in itself, he himself mentioned that there was a team who also said to help that the government then.
The NDC set a team to help them.
Yes, I remember. There was an anti-Galamsey a team of a sort that the NDC set up, where issues were. I mean, your production team can go and check for us. They will confirm. You see, all these were the support that the citizens gave to the government then. And that is exactly what I am also requesting in this fight. But what was the end? The end of that fight is the fact that we had no less a person than the president himself say during the 2024 election that he will not go fighting Galamsey, else they will lose the election. And I have listened to a number of their communicators, even my friend here, Miracle, is on record to have said so. Please,
I'm the last person.
You didn't say so. Well, I have heard the president make that comment.
Don't ever drag me.
I remember very well. There is the deputy director of communication for the MPP in the name of one young lady, I remember her name was I speak, also make that public statement that they will not go fighting Galamsey, else they lose election. And that is what happened some time back when they attempted to, and so they will not do it again. So that gave, a laneway and embolden Galamseyers to the effect that if politicians needs their vote, they will allow them to operate. And that is what has degenerated into the current situation we have found ourselves in. You see, for me, I will not sit here and say things are better. No, that's not what I'm going to say. What I am saying is that, yes, there has been some improvement, there has been some concerted effort that requires the support of all, and that is the only way we can fight this Galamsey. But more so when this government has shown commitment. My friend is asking me what is new that the
NDC has done.
The NDC has done, and one of the things the new thing the NDC has done is that John Dramani Mahama nor any other party person has not gone saying that we will not fight Galamsey, else we will lose election. That is the new thing. Commitment is there. They have moved heaven on earth to ensure that we fight this canker, and we are seeing results. As I speak to you,
we've had a party executive call on the president to, if you like, disband the anti-Galamsey task force.
For reasons, and he has provided. What reasons did he provide? He didn't just say let's abandon them. He provided reasons, and as I speak to you, we have had also the president investigating party officials on the matter concerning Galamsey, as raised by complainants. I mean, so these are some of the different things. Unlike we saw under the MPP administration, where both look, as we speak today, name one party official of the NDC who has been involved in this Galamsey. Name one.
Yamin Adam has been referred to Yoko.
Investigation.
Abanga has been referred to.
Investigation.
And today, we don't even know what has become of that.
Yeah. I'm saying that investigation, isn't it? As I speak to you, the chairman of the NPP in the Ashanti region is a known Galamsey.
Has he been investigated? Has he been convicted by a court?
This is a shame.
If you want to say someone has been convicted.
I mean, when we mentioned Yamin, you mentioned investigation.
When the president was speaking, one of the people he mentioned as one of the people going to face the court, going to face trial, is the issue of Wuntuli.
And the Attorney General who represents the President, the Chief State Prosecutor, has referred Yami Adam and Abanga to Yoko for investigation.
And I'm saying that, yes, this is under the MPP. The person I just mentioned is the chairman of the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the MPP, who investigated him under MPP. who investigated him. So those are the different things. As I speak to you, the woman organizer of the MPP is a known, what do you call it?
Known by who?
By the party itself for seizing her own
like we know Yamin and we know Abanga.
Do they go and seize excavators?
Like we know Yamin and we know Abanga.
Do they go and seize excavators?
Why are we going to run a country like this?
Please hold on.
I am scandalized.
Please hold on. Let Alaji finish.
This is a complete shame.
We need solutions.
We need to be serious.
We need solutions.
We cannot comparisons like this.
And the solution.
We need solutions, not comparisons.
My brother here did not offer solution. He offered to you comparison. And it is out of the comparison that the ordinary Ghanaian can determine which of the two is doing better in the fight. So that collectively we support that party.
You place the responsibility squarely at the feet of the government. That it was the government's responsibility to end illegal mining.
Yes.
Now you are in power. How are you ending illegal mining?
The government then is a government that has shown beyond every reasonable doubt, with comments that I have indicated to you earlier on, to the effect that I will not go fighting Galamsey else I lose election. I mean, comments at certain actions where people were expecting the president to go all out and he didn't do that. People were expected to be investigated. He didn't care about investigating them, else the name of his government will be muddied. And we are not seeing so today under His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And so for me, that is the difference we are seeing. We are seeing some improvement. We are seeing some commitment. We're seeing a government that agree to the fact that, look, we must, even if I cannot do it all, we must collectively do it such that we get results. For me, that is an improvement. This is different from what we came from today and what we're experiencing today. And you cannot tell me that knowing or having followed the Galamsey fight for a very long time today, the people have not been emboldened such that, but for the news we had and the fight by this administration, where people in some forests were moved out. I mean, the forest has almost become a republic within a republic. But they were able to fight them. They left.
Jimmy Yiri
also. I mean, and you see, so for me, all this are showing signs that something different is being done.
But we need a collective approach to
end it and not continue with what happened and this one said this one. Yes, John Mahama might have said something. NDC people might have said something during the campaign. But today, as we speak, what are we doing to ensure that there will be some difference, to ensure that we at least arrest the situation from escalating, if not stop it altogether? And for me, that is where we are looking for opinion, different ideas as to how we can get this done. So far, so good. What we have done so far. I mean, the land ministry, for instance, was at the made the press about a month ago, highlighting and indicating most of the things that they have done and what they intend to do. Some of them include the blue water guards who have now been commissioned and are on the water. And indeed, since they went on there, you've not heard that, oh, they have been attacked or they are unable to do their work. It means they have been able to do their work, except the fact that they are today telling us that they will need more of such people, because the river body is quite vast, and their numbers is not enough to be able to tackle the thing holistically. So they will need more of such people to be on the field. And I'm saying that more of such people who will be on the field might not necessarily end the canker, but the contribution of individuals within the locality and society where this mining are taking place will do even much better than the positioning of Blue River Guards and other security services to fight the canker. Contribution of individuals where, mining is taking place is far higher and is more productive in this fight. So let us also begin to start consider communities themselves taking their own initiative to stop it. I mean, we've seen it before. Way back when communities were looking for the extension of electricity, they do contributions themselves. Buy electricity power, and government will connect them to the grid. Why can't we see same today in this fight where we all agree that it is a serious situation that can lead to the extinction of our existence on Earth? Why do we sit and not do anything about it? We must do something about it. And if we want to do something about it, are the people willing to do it with a government that has shown commitment? Yes. I mean, if a government shows commitment, I'm very confident that the good people of Ghana would also support him, just like they did in the initial stages when we all realized it's becoming a problem. And among the two governments, at least, MPP, NDC has tested government. MPP, NDC have tested the canker of this problem. Among the two, which of the two has shown real commitment at achieving the objective for which we have set for ourselves? I think the NDC has done that.
Dennis, beyond what was done, what was said, what can be done to stop this?
No, we can't.
No, you can't give up.
Listen,
This is the only country we have.
Listen to me. I'm serious. Listen, this Galamsey thing, that's why I've told you I've been consistent. Listen, I'm very serious about this matter. I am not going to allow anybody from the NDC to play with our lives. These guys are playing with us. I've been listening to him for the last 15 minutes. What do you pick from it? What did you really pick it from a government in power?
Well, maybe I can remind you what you picked from it is the fact that you had a president who said that he will not fight Galamsey until or else he lose election. I said so. Did you hear me say so? He didn't hear so. Maybe he would have reacted and told us that the Nanado did not say so. And I'm making up the I said no. Let me land. I mentioned the fact that the deputy director of communication of the MPP, Jennifer Queen, I was on program with her where she made similar, and these are party officials. Give me an example of the NDC person who is making such reckless statement. Who? Give me one.
That's it. We deserve them. Nana, the Ghanaian people deserve these guys. We deserve them. We asked for this. We allowed ourselves as a country to be led by a group of persons like this. That you have people in office. Look at this video behind you. People are dying. When they open the tap, it's worse than this coffee. This is the response. We are in trouble. We are in big trouble. These guys, the water we are seeing today, when they came to office in 2010, all the way to 2016, they brought us the same water. From 2010 to 2024, the only president within the period that has ever shown results of our water cleaning up is Akufo-Addo. He's the only one.
Which water was shown as clean up?
Can you please?
No, you are here. Which water? I mean, we can't continue. We can't continue making empty statements.
Can you please stop?
No, if he has the guard to say that because of this people are in power, Ghanaians deserve it.
Stop it.
I also have the right to ask him which water was shown as clean. Nanado was in power from 2017 to 2024. Which water was clean? Show me.
Alaji, I gave you enough time. Please allow him to make a submission. Dennis.
Nana, is it? I don't speak in vacuum. So this is your report, right? Is this your report? You know the guy.
You were here some
few
months ago before.
Should I bring this camera?
No, fine.
Give me a picture of what
I'm giving you.
And now. Yeah, Kojo, when I visited this
That's Kojo Ajuma and then
Do you hear the sound of the water?
The water was
And do you see the water?
Galamsey operators were busy on site.
Carry on.
No, I won't carry on. You want to know? I won't carry on.
No, I mean,
are you tired?
So
can I go on now?
I'm not trying.
Okay,
but
so
you
then
are showing me.
Dennis,
When was this? No.
Alaji, hold on.
Let me reference to me.
Let me
So this is Kojo Ajuma, who is reporting for City News. Kojo Ajuma says that he was asked a simple question. What is his comment on the water? We can hear beautiful sounds of river. Okay, then he says, the last time I came here, the water was muddy. There were galamseyers on this side. They were destroying the water. Today you can see the water is cleaner. This is City TV. He wanted
this
to
wasn't
know
1 year.
This was in 2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Very well.
When was the last time you went there before the 2019?
Can you please stop?
Exactly.
When was the last time you went there before
the
We need to query it. We need to
I have questions. Allow me to query.
If you do this, no, please. You won't query me until I finish my.
You allow me to do this.
If you allow him to do this,
allow me to.
You know I can do worse than this.
Dennis, please.
I am telling you that. Listen, I'm telling you that we are not going to allow these guys to see. They can play with our lives in every sector, but not Galamsey. They did the same thing between 2013 and 2016. The same thing. That's what they did when they were supposed to fight Galamsey, and they failed. And the minister, now majority leader, said they have given up. And they are back trying to do the same thing. If they continue like this, they are going to draw all of us into the ditch. The Catholic bishops, you heard them. They said they've had 2 meetings with the president. 2 meetings with the president on the issue of Galamsey. And on each of these meetings, they were disappointed. That clearly, when they listened to the responses of the president, it wasn't satisfactory. He sounded like somebody who doesn't care about the environment. Indeed, they are right.
I think that is their opinion.
It
is the opinion because the president, John Dramani Mahama, has not said anywhere, neither has any member of the NDC, has not said anywhere that they will not fight Galamsey as they lose election. And so if you are telling me that somebody said so, that is the person's opinion.
After meeting
but
the president, that is the impression they took home.
That is the impression, but the fact on the ground does not necessarily reflect that opinion.
Thank you.
That is all what I'm saying.
Thank you. Dennis, hold your cool.
He's succeeding in gaslighting me.
Hold your cool.
I should stop there.
Calm down. Let me take a break. Let me take a break. When I come back, I'll come back to you.
Okay.
And then, but keep your comments coming in. Very well.
I know, but if you create the impression.
Hold on, I'll take a break here. Keep your comments coming in. This is the news review segment on Breakfast Daily. We'll be right back.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why
Trotro from Kaswati. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be that luckiest.
Life can get hectic, and sometimes we forget to prioritize our well-being. That's where Venom Mineral Water steps in. A refreshing solution packed with essential minerals, Venom Mineral Water keeps you hydrated and balanced. Whether you're at home or work, Venom Mineral Water is there to keep you going. Don't let a busy schedule hinder your health. Make Venom Mineral Water a part of your daily routine. Share the love with Venom Mineral Water, the choice for a healthy, vibrant you.
This advert is FDA approved.
Good evening and welcome to the greatest show on earth. This is a people's game. They will be bubbling about this one for weeks and months to come. Let's go!
It's on SuperSport all season long. Pay your subscription today. Dial star 759 hash. Available on DSTV and GoTV.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension, just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Trotro from Kaswati. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky, everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwamio!
Send your God down for boom. If you're poor, what's that? So would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompts and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. This is the news review segment on Breakfast Daily, live on Channel 1 Television. A few of your messages, read them. Good morning, Anna. The water crisis affecting 10 districts in the central region exposes the NDC's failure and hypocrisy on Galamsey. In opposition, they promised bold solutions, but in power, they have delivered nothing but betrayal. Their poor leadership has left rivers destroyed, communities suffering, and citizens without clean water. Ghanaians must rise, demand accountability, and remind the NDC that history will not forgive their empty slogans and inaction. Abu Safianu from Damongo sent that. This one says, why is Miracles behaving everything went right with the NPP government? He should explain what stopped Nanado from declaring a state of emergency. Good morning, Nana. Did I hear you say Felix Ofosu-Kwakye says government is taking military to our forest reserves? Yes. And you're asking to actually do what? Nana, please kindly send your cameras to the upstairs of the Bui Dam. There's a forest there, and see for yourself how the said forest has been destroyed in the full glare of military who have been stationed there purposely to protect the said forest. Look, this government is a scam. Okay, this person has a peculiar concern. He says, Nana, why are Ghanaians always talking about Galamsey? Please, Mr. President must give the young or the youth jobs, because there's not all of us who are graduates and there's not all of us who have skills. What do Ghanaians want us to do? Please, they should find us jobs. Okay. My question is, during NPP regime, which NPP official was the party able to bring under Galamsey investigation when even records showed that some of their colleagues were involved in Galamsey? The president then behaved nothing was going on. This person, Abdul Gafaru from Janton, wants to know from Nasiru that during the November 2024 election, when the NDC men were calling for the state of emergency declaration, was it right? If yes, why? Does he also think it is right for Mahama to declare the same state of emergency now? If no, why? Please let him answer my questions. It is very important to me. Okay, very well. We'll see if we can get responses from him. But Dennis, back to you on this illegal mining issue. Our rivers are dying. Our trees are fading.
The government should
There's a looming health crisis.
Nana Akufo-Addo couldn't fix it. The government should fix it. They should stop referring.
How do you suggest?
No, wait. It's not mine to suggest to them, because you know the danger is that immediately I suggest to them, they will ask you, why couldn't you do it? So it's fair, and I agree with them, 100%.
Indeed, you had an opportunity to.
Yes. I agree with them. So they should just keep quiet. Stop referring to Akufo-Addo. It doesn't matter in this matter. After all, he didn't introduce Galamsey. They introduced it in 2010. If they are back, they should fix what they brought upon us. Is that not the case? I am only worried about the posture the NDC government has taken. For me, that posture is what is an existential threat to all of us. The posture of nonchalance. In French, right? In English, it's called nonchalant.
I like the French better.
Nonchalant. I don't care. Like, what can come, can come. The posture that the president has taken of prioritizing getting gold money, in spite of where it's coming from, over protecting our environment is a problem. The bishop of the Catholic,
Catholic
Bishop Conference, they said on 2 occasions they met him, and clearly they get the impression that he's prioritizing getting the money than fixing the environment. That is a danger, because you cannot go for the money and still save the environment. You must pick one. If you go for the money, the environment will suffer. They will suffer. If you decide to leave the money alone, then you can save the environment. Right now, the president has told us that out of the $6 billion that from January 7th till now they have exported as gold, 4 billion of it is coming from that side. And then he tells
from which side?
No, the Galamsey, yes.
Did he say from the Galamsey or from small scale mining?
Listen to me. He said that when it doesn't matter where it's coming from, and that so long as it is money of the state, it is our environment they are destroying. It is our environment they are destroying. And so if the money will go to private pockets and it comes to public pockets, it is better. That's what he said. That's basically what he said. So clearly, he's prioritized the money from that side than any other thing. And that's a danger. Because that gives you a clear indication. And that's why he says that is what we think. That's what we think. It is what you are telling us that we are appraising. That gives us a better impression of your mindset, your thought process towards the fight against Galamsey. Because if this is your thinking, then it means that when it comes to the fight against Galamsey, really and truly, you don't mind, so long as they get the money. But does he know it's blood money? Does he know it is money at the expense of people's health? Does he know it is money at the expense of the future generations that are coming after us? Her daughter Farida's children, her son Sharaf's kids. Is he aware? And is he willing to take that position in spite of the damaging, effect that it would have on future generations? That for me is where the question is. It's a canker. It's a canker that he, when he was vice president, started fighting from 2010 and he failed. Then he became president in 2013. He fought it up to 2016 and he failed. Akufo-Addo came in 2017. For the first 3 years, he fought, won, and then he failed in his second term. So it's a canker we need to fight so we win. And it is one of the reasons why he, John Mahama, His Excellency, actually won the elections and became president. And if this is the response he's going to give us, and their communicators and their chief executives are going to say that Akufo-Addo did the barest minimum, and so if we have done also the minimum of minimums, we have done better, then we are in big trouble. Because have you seen the water from the taps in Winneba? Have you seen the Kwenyako water processing system? Are you aware that the NDC executives are all over in the forest reserves? The Upper Denshire East chairman of the NDC, you saw the video where he was holding, almost strangling the military man and asking him to leave the area so they can mine. Have you seen the impunity with which the community, the miners, are now fighting the security? Are you aware that in the past 3 months, about 2 or 3 people have died as a result of a standoff between Galamseyers and security services? You are aware. Did you see the fire burning in one of the communities in Western North or so? When the military men, you saw that video where the military men were standing and they were burning the fire. The assemblyman who lost his life recently.
As the Asanko Gold and the...
Exactly. Are you aware that the Awin Traditional Council wrote a letter to the president telling him that the NDC MP for Awin is complicit in Galamsey? Have you seen the Attorney General's letter referring the national organizer and the first vice chairman of the NDC to read that letter again? Will you read that letter again? See,
that particular line in the letter.
Yes, that particular line in the letter is actually like a conviction. Now, and people haven't seen it, but I'll leave that for another time. Drive from Accra to Kumasi and look at what is happening by the roadside. Go to Osino. Nana, in the middle of the town, they are mining. There is a chairman, an NDC chairman, Accra-Kumasi also, who is on radio, actually telling the people and using very disparaging words on the presenter, say, insulting their mother, insulting their mother, something, they should leave them alone and they are mining. Are you aware that the National Security Liaison in Kumasi under the NDC said that the boys who were in mask and went to the Forestry Commission to go and lock the Forestry Commission offices because they didn't want them to go into the forest are not national security personnel, but they are party people and they are trying to talk to them. Nana, we're in a serious situation. The NDC, they should take us serious. I am not a believer of we going down the route of the NDC because even when we're in power, I always insisted that we don't have to politicize the Galamsey situation. But we need to call the government to set up and wake up and they should not gaslight us and tell us that we are doing so much. We are all seeing the damage you are doing to our river bodies, and yet you are sitting here telling us that you have done better. We are all seeing the effect. You are telling us that you have done better. The Galamseyers are protesting that you are buying their gold at a cheaper rate. You are not arresting them. You are telling us that you have done better. That, for me, is the fear that I harbor right now, and that is the worry. Because my children live in this country. My children, they live here. They are growing up here. And we're expecting that you do different things. But if you come and you are repeating the same thing that you called out your predecessor on, and you are calling that doing so much, then it's a shame. 44 forests, that's where you are going to put military. Then I'll tell you something. We have 522 communities with Galamsey. It's all here. Now, out of the 522, 263 of them are on river bodies. 263 are on river bodies.
How many are in the forest?
89.
89
are in the forest. 89 of them are in the forest. And the rest are the ones that they do on the land within the communities. And so the government needs to tell us something that is a bit more comforting, something that is a bit more assuring. Because like I keep saying, once we voted for these guys, they are like an albatross. The democracy we run, there's nothing we can do. They can tell us whatever they want, like the way he's showing us this morning. There's nothing we can do about him. Because whether we like it or not, he said it himself, he has 4 years. We have to bear with him and condone them and tolerate them. But we beg them. They can fail at everything, but not the fight against Galamsey.
Well.
At least they should show a little effort. For now, they are not showing it.
One effort they are showing is with the big push. Yesterday, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, if you like, began the implementation of his big push agenda. There was a shortcut in the Dodowa-Finya-Dowenya Road, and then in the Volta region as well. $10 billion US, an additional 30 billion cedis allocation in next year's budget. Alhaji, have we secured the funding for this? Because we don't want it to be like some projects we've seen in this country that begin with so much fanfare, and at the end of the day, no concrete success achieved.
Well, very good news to the good people of Ghana.
Indeed, very laudable project.
Business people and contractors. This is certainly...
and I like the local content
aspect of it, where we intend, because I remember I had a conversation with the Minister of Roads, where he re-emphasized that, look, there is a need to build our local contractors to the level where they can also begin to look for opportunities, at least within the sub-region, in order to position ourselves as a country befitting of investment. What I have seen with the launch yesterday is not the usual pump and pageantry that we used to see with things that government want, a bold initiative of government. I mean, this was very solemn, but very important also for the good people who mark it in the history. My joy came from where His Excellency, the President, John Dramani Mahama, began to apologize to the good people of Ghana that by the launch yesterday, the whole of the country is becoming a construction site. This is a positive news to hear. This is the news to hear from a president who is in the seat and will come back to the people again to seek their mandate. And if he's making such bold statement, then you should know that he's committed to ensuring that he meets this aspiration. To your question, whether there is that money, I mean, the president was explicit yesterday that said all the job he has commissioned yesterday, including the completion of the Nsawam Road by Maripoma and Co, works that they have the money ready for it.
Great.
Finish it, get to the point where some money will be released for you, and that money will be released. I mean, the president made it very clean and clear that, look, we have money for it. We need to put the money down before we even go into the project. The joy for me is to the people of Volta region, who for the first time are seeing unprecedented expansion in infrastructure in the Volta region. One of the things they have complained about, I mean, badly, is their road network. And for His Excellency the President to look at it from that point of view and say that, no, the voter region needs to be opened up in order for them to be able to compete favorably in the quest for every regional development. So that, again, for me is positive. And me sitting here, I know what John Dramani Mahama means by this bold initiative. To hear that he's even committing another 30 million in the 2026 budget, it tells you that, look, there's something in the offer. What are business people doing to attract such large spending from government? I was not surprised when I saw in a news item one company also introducing some trucks into the Ghanaian market. This wasn't the case just 7 months ago in our country. I saw the MPS also introduce or welcome another vessel that was going to work around the West African
Meridian Port Services.
Meridian Port Services. Yeah, yesterday or so I saw it in I read in the news. That is working around the West African sub-region and then to Asia and Europe as well. So it's telling you the country is being opened up for serious business. The country is taking its rightful place among the League of Nations. It is no surprise that today our, ranking junk status just 7 months ago has moved to a very positive sign where we are all witnessing progress in our economic activities and the kind of discipline the government has also ensured to make sure the economy stands strong. So this is another promise fulfilled, just like many others His Excellency John Dramani Mahama made before coming to power. I was tasked to champion the campaign in the Zongo communities. The promises we made to them, I remember offhand by heart that we are going to reduce the cost of Hajj. We have done that. We are going to add additional holiday. We have done that. We are going to, ensure equity in everything we do and in the appointment and everything. And that's, they have gotten it. So clearly this is a government that is, saying that, yes, we should continue to take manifesto seriously, because you will get a government who can fulfill manifesto promises.
Right.
If it can be done, it must be done. And that is exactly what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama is doing. My only advice is to, or suggestion, I would say, to business people, investors, local investors. Let us begin to see the budget statement not only as what has been increased in terms of tax, in terms of fuel, and the increment in the prices of goods and services, but to also see it as a way government intends to spend, so that business people will take advantage of it and then begin to attract some of government's investment so that their businesses will grow. And that is the John Mahama has shown commitment. We hope and pray that it will come to fruition, and then the good people of Ghana would find the ease. These roads that are being constructed is really going to put money in our pocket, because I remember very well, if you are supposed to take 3 hours to, let's say, Ho, and by virtue of this construction, you reduce it even by 1 hour. It is saving money in your pocket. It is improving your business. It is making sure there is fluidity, and there's seamless activity within the business sector that would go to show up the country per capita income.
Very well, Alaji. Thank you. Dennis, big push. Do we have the muscles to push this big push?
This big push.
John Mahama's big push agenda, 10 billion dollars for infrastructure development.
So
which was commissioned yesterday.
Yeah. So, Nana, is that not what every government comes to do?
Like the Ghana case of Atampa project.
Yeah, is that not what government, which government doesn't build the roads for us, the schools, I mean, in his first term, he did 4,700 thereabouts kilometers of roads. Kufuor did 13,000 kilometers. You understand? Build schools. Kufuor build schools. Atame build schools. Kufuor build schools. I don't know. Is it with the name, the brand? That's why we are discussing it. But otherwise, it's roads. It's just like a Kufuor started the Pokuase road. It's just like a Kufuor did the 8 interchanges, bypasses on the Kumasi road. It's just the roads, you know. I don't think there's any conversation around this. It's good news. Anything infrastructure that will boost local economy is good news. We should just get it done. We've seen several offset roads started and they never get finished. What for me I think is most important is that as part of the planning in these projects, they should commit to complete the ones they came to meet. Because otherwise it costs the state too much money. We still have the Kaswa Road, ongoing. Road. We have the Adenta Dodowa Road ongoing, the Pokuase Road, fantastic. I've seen that he's going to reactivate the contractor, you know, so we need to get those things going. At least let's finish, you know, some. The Agenda 111, they are district hospitals for the district. If you like, you remove the name Agenda 111 and put whichever name on it, but finish the hospitals for the people to use. You understand? There are schools that are ongoing. Let's finish them. For me, I think those are very important things. I don't know what we are discussing, honestly, but it's a road. It's one of the roads that needs to be done.
But prioritizing local content, local contractors are getting
Oswald is the one doing Adenta Dodowa Road, so we already prioritize it. Oswald, Maripoma is the one doing Pokuase Road. They're the ones doing the Kaswa Road. Look at the Temamoto Road. Look at, so it's nothing new. It's nothing new. I think that beyond the rhetorics, let's see action, because the issue of local, they are all local. In fact, all the contractors, they are all working already. You see, if you talk to Oswald, for instance, that the president handed over the Dodowa, the Wenya Road to, he's already the one working on Adenta Dodowa. So when it gets to that side, it turns. It's like an L. If you know that road very well. On your way around Forest Hotel, thereabout, somewhere, then you turn towards the Dawenya side. Then it comes to connect you come all the way to try and hit the Tema, you know, a flower road or so. So I think it's a good thing. For me, infrastructure is one of our biggest problems as a country. It's one of the things hindering our expansion. And so once we go into it, we should go. But I don't want us to touch it and not finish. And also, I don't want us to leave any of the infrastructure projects, especially the heavy ones, hanging. The president, for political reasons, even if he wants to seem to be the one doing it, please, you should go and put another ribbon and cut and do another sword cut. And I don't mind, so long as the road will be done. He shouldn't say that because Kufuor started the Pokuase and Sawom Road, if he touches it, he won't be given the credit, so he won't do it. I beg him, he should do it. Because Kufuor started the Kaswa Road, if he touches it, he won't be given the credit. I beg him, he should do it. The Temamoto Way Road, he should do it. It doesn't matter. If it means they will go and do another sword cut, and they should do it. We want those roads. These are big projects. And those 4 roads were initiated by the MPP government for a reason. Because it's opening up access to the peripheries of the city. Exactly. You know, so when you are going towards the Togo voter area, the Adenta Dodowa Road can take you there. When you use the motorway, the motorway is being expanded. It connects all the way towards the Kon area. It's all being done. Pram. Now Afenya is also connecting.
And now
then
we have
are
options.
opening up. Now we have options. When you are going to Kumasi and you hit Pokuase and Sawom, you know you are going. Then the bypasses. When you are going towards the western side, the Kaswa one is being
an
done.
expressway for Kumasi.
The Kumasi one, I think they should abandon that idea immediately. They should throw it away somewhere. You see, the Accra-Kumasi road. It started when, like some 20 years ago.
Yes.
Okay. Before started it, the NDC government came 8 years, they didn't finish. The MPP government came 8 years, they didn't finish. The NDC government has come. They should at least finish the Kumasi one first. Nana, if they have so much money to build a new expressway, they should take some. Finish the Kumasi road for the people to use first. Then they can go and start an expressway. They should abandon that idea quickly. It's not an intelligent idea. Because this is a road that we've started for so many years now. There are 8 bypasses on that road that have been engineered and completed. There are several aspects. If you use the Kumasi, you realize that when you are traveling, there are several aspects that have been completed. And then there are a few that needs to be done, then we are good to go. Finish that first. When we are done, and we know that at least we have a more safer trip from Accra to Kumasi. But the expressway, you cannot finish it in 3 years. So are we going to hold on to this and we continue to die on this road whilst you build us an expressway?
We'll do it simultaneously.
Exactly. No, we don't have to because we don't know how much money we have.
Right.
These are big tickets, projects.
You didn't leave them money, so they don't have money.
It's fine, but they can raise it. Like they've given us an indication. I mean, if you've been able to buy $4 billion from Galamsey Gold and all of that, you should be able to raise that money. And I'm very confident that they can raise it. Because $6 billion in 9 months, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
You understand? Except that they should subtract the blood money, the $4 billion blood money from the $6 billion. We don't want to spend that money. They shouldn't use it for anything Ghana. If they like, they can take it to the Abraka headquarters and go and share. Because Ghanaians don't want to participate in the blood $4 billion. But I beg them. I support the infrastructure expansion. It's a good thing. We need to get it going. I use the motorway almost every day. And I see the expansion. Fantastic. And I'm glad they haven't stopped.
Yeah.
Since even though they inherited. They should get us finished. I see the flyovers. So that when you are coming from community 18 and you want to go to East Legon, you just fly over, hit the Boteman Road. That's a fantastic road. Then it throws you off that side. We need to get these things going. But the expressway to Kumasi there, Mr. Omo train, Omo ye Kumasi Kwainema first. That's something for to me.
We are an English speaking station.
Yeah, I'm talking to Ashanti, my Ashanti brothers who do not
But
speak.
they are not the ones going to do the road.
No, but there are some, why? Your viewers, some cannot speak English and understand it.
Granted, but those who are going to do the road, those who are talking to abandon the idea.
For the sake of the viewers who cannot understand the big English, thank you,
Alaji, thank
you. Just to chip in this. You see, I know very well to the ordinary subsistent farmer when an industrial farmer was thinking of building tractors to work on the farm, he will surely see it as unintelligent because he surely see it as unintelligent because he was thinking he lacked the vision. However, it is very important that we mention that this whole big push attempts to modernize the country, create jobs, and also revisit the abandoned project issues. And we have justified that with at least this Pokwasi in Sawam road where clearly everybody knows
you will continue and complete the abandoned projects.
And
very well. Alaji, thank you.
That's
Dennis, thank you. This has been the news review segment on Breakfast Daily here on Channel 1 Television. But don't go away. The show continues after this.
Uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God down for boom. If you're poor, what's that? So would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Life is a celebration of moments. Big and small.
The sun is scorching, I'm feeling the heat.
With Piva Drink, every moment becomes a refreshing celebration. From the beach to your home, in every corner of your world, Piva Drink adds a burst of refreshment.
Give me Piva cocktail and tangerine.
Celebrate every moment with Piva Drink. Refreshment for every occasion. Piva Drink, a taste you will love.
P for Piva.
This advert is FDA approved.
Hey, the stage is set. Ghana, are you ready? From the 23rd to 28th September, the National Theatre comes alive again with the Ghana Theatre Festival 2025 under the theme showcasing the rich diversity of Ghanaian culture through the performing arts. Kicking off in grand style on Tuesday, September 23rd is an opening ceremony. The week-long festival will feature performances from the wrestling companies of the National Theatre, School of Performing Arts, University of Ghana, and various senior high schools. Be part of a symposium to discuss the impact of taxation on the fortunes of the arts industry. Let us enjoy the captivating Ginyard People by Efo Kojomawe. And oh yes, the hilarious Run for Your Wife by Image Bureau and April Communications on Saturday and Sunday respectively. There will be loads of networking opportunities, 6 days of drama, dance, music, masterclasses, and many more. Dial *714*39# to purchase tickets for selected performances or visit www.nationaltheatre.gov.gh. You can also call 050-147-6357 or 0244-830-963 for further inquiries. Ghana Theatre Festival, a celebration of heritage.
On Footprints this Friday, multi-instrumentalist, artist, and music producer Kwame Yeboah continues to take us through his musical journey from playing with local bands to gracing some of the world's biggest stages.
So Amanziba, you did Wogbejeke.
Yeah, Wogbejeke, that whole album. Dun, 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 dun,
That's serious, man.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Oh,
you did that?
Yeah. I took over from Mr. Simons in
Osibisa, yes.
So I played Osibisa.
I think that's where I first saw you, actually.
Yeah, I played Osibisa from 2000 till 2009.
With Greg Brown
Greg Brown. Solar Mafia was drums.
Yeah, Soul Forever was there.
Yeah. Alfred Bannerman guitar.
Carrie Bannerman,
yes. Yeah. And some Ashley percussion.
I love your style. It really, really makes me feel so fine. I love your style. Oh, don't be wild. Oh, don't be wild.
Footprints airs every Friday at 7 p.m. with a repeat on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
The City Business Olympics is back! It's all about team building, networking, and staying healthy. Which game will your company participate in this year? Is it 7-a-side football, volleyball, swimming, basketball, or sack race? Rally your teammates and get ready for action. Date, Saturday, September 27, 2025. Time, 8 a.m. Venue, Eden Heights Sports Complex. Call 0558-973-973 to register your company today. Let's keep fit, grow connections, and enjoy a day full of energy and excitement. The City Business Olympics 2025 is powered by City FM and Channel 1 TV in partnership with Side Hustle, and it's proudly sponsored by UMB Bank and supported by Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare.
In a world filled with challenges, we all need guidance, hope, and a lifeline to anchor us.
This is Lifeline And I'm your host, Fred Crunchy Mensa.
For social issues, relationship challenges, and family matters, Lifeline is here to inspire, uplift, and guide you on your journey.
Where we give you support, where we hold your hand through the valley and through the thick and thins of life.
Join Bishop Fred Crunchy Mensa.
I welcome you especially to Lifeline.
Every Tuesday and Thursday at 10 p.m. right here on Channel 1 TV. Let's walk this path together, strengthen our faith, our families, and our lives. Lifeline, because every soul deserves a guiding light. Tune in to Lifeline on Channel 1 TV and let's grow together.
It's still Breakfast Daily right here on Channel 1 TV, and Nana Boateng started the show at 7 a.m. and now we are going to be taking you from now till 11 a.m. My name is Chris Carter.
And I'm Philip Nilachi. Of course, we have a lot for you on the show today, a lot, and I mean a lot. So you wouldn't want to go from now to 11 a.m. where we say bye-bye to you. But Chris, today we have an interesting conversation from our community. It's actually on a road.
Right.
So it's a road that we've always been paying attention to and we've been talking about a number of times.
Yeah.
But we still want to talk about it because of what is happening on the stretch. So you would want to stay with us here for that community segment on the show and also other interesting interviews that we're having on the show.
Yeah, and remember that the show is very interactive, so feel free to send in your messages via the WhatsApp number on the screen, especially when it comes to anything about our communities, anything that interests you, anything that you want to ask, send it via the WhatsApp number and we will get to read it on this show. The show is Breakfast Daily, and yeah, let's move on. So we're going to start from some announcements. We have the City Business Olympics that is coming next week. The 27th of September, which is going to be a Saturday, 2025. And it's at 8 a.m. at Eden Heights Sports Complex. A very good way to kick off your weekend by, networking with the corporate world and coming to work out together or, go through some sporting events together. Everything is not competitive, so feel free to register and be part of it. For those who just want to light workouts, for those who just want some aerobics, for those who just want to talk to a health personnel, a dietitian, a psychologist, after a long year of working hard, all this is actually very important for us to do together, to keep the mind sane, to keep your mental state sane. So I hope to see you all at the City Business Olympics 2025. I'm so excited about this because apart from the whole sporting event, this is a very great networking station for the corporate world. And like we always say, you might have been wanting to book a meeting with a particular company for very long, and it's been, stressful with the works of life, with things coming up, with meetings from left, right, and center. But this is that platform that actually brings you closer to that person that you might want to talk to. So please, if you haven't registered, please come and register, and for the competitive sports. There are some companies that always take this thing World Cup, like GCB. They're always number one in almost everything. So, you have to come and tell us that, hey, we want to take over GCB.
I'm just waiting for that company that will say, hey,
a company that will say,
GCB, because the way GCB is going in there, I think they may be winning the competition or they may be winning other disciplines during this the City Business Olympics for a very long time, because yesterday we had in Kulenu here, and the gentleman that is at them, he indicated that they are new entrants, but they are hoping to make a difference. So if you think that you can really win a lot of trophies, why not?
Yeah.
Please register now. 0558-973-973 is the registration number.
Right. And then we want to say a very big thank you to our sponsor, UMB, and also supporting us is Bethel Logistic and Dampong Health Center. And this year, we are actually partnering with Side Hustle for the City Business Olympics. So it's City 97.3 FM, Channel 1 TV, in partnership with Side Hustle for the Business Olympics. So you definitely do not want to miss any of this. It's one of the sporting events that, you know, gets talked about the whole year. So definitely you don't want to miss it, and see you there.
Please come.
Once more, a very big thank you to our sponsors, UMB, and supporting us is Bethel Logistics and Dampon Healthcare. Thank you so much.
Beautiful. So we keep asking you to download the Channel 1 News app onto your phone from the Google Play Store. It makes life very easy, because if you need that important news or you want that information, certainly you are getting it very easy on your phone. Every story we post, you get notification on your phone. So please download it now and get to know the next information or the next story that we'll be posting on our website. Chris, I think we should move straight to our trending. A lot of things are trending.
Yeah, a lot of things are trending.
President John Dramani Mahama was pushing the big push. Yeah, the big push agenda. He went cut salt for two road projects, which he indicated that the funds are available for the contractors to go on and do the project. So one is the Afienya road, that is Dowenya Ayikuma Dodowa road, and also another is Tema Aflao road. So the president went there to cut salt for these road projects. I think we have a video of the president. Let's just bring you excerpts of that. After, we will tell you what people are saying on social media.
I said, it's Oswald Investments Limited. And I can say with my hand on my heart that he's one of our best local contractors. The good thing is he works with speed. He works very fast, but he doesn't compromise quality. And so I want to assure the people of Dodowa, Afienya, Dawenya that you have on your road one of the best Ghanaian contractors doing your road. We've given him 24 months to finish, but he has whispered in my ear that he'll do it in shorter than 24 months. And I want to assure him that payments will not be a problem. This year, the Minister of Finance, on my instruction, put aside 13.9 billion cedis, almost 14 billion, for the big push alone. Much of that money has not been used yet because we were still packaging and going through procurement. And so we're going to roll over that money to next year. And next year, we're going to add 30 billion cedis to the 14 billion cedis.
So you heard that from President John Dramani Mahama stating the contract that is Oswell Investment and the work that Oswell Investment has been doing in this country is no news. Oswell, he's been doing very great when it comes to road construction, the Nanakum Road, the bypass from the Temamotowe area, and other road projects that he's done in this country. And also in the Volta region is First Kai. If you know First Kai has also been pushing. So the president has indicated that, well, funds are available for the Big Push project, and that he's asked the finance minister to make ready some funds, some money, so we do not delay the construction of the road project. I think it's a step in the right direction, because every community, every society, every area, every city, every town would develop it has to be a road project that is going to connect one place to the other. For instance, we've been talking about road projects in rural areas, food baskets of the country that do not have the needed road projects or the quality road that they deserve to go about their day-to-day activities. But let's bring you some comments on what people are saying about the big push. And the infrastructure in Tree says, this is too long. For a country like Ghana, 24 months for such a project is very long. Well,
and somebody replied, you'll be civil engineer.
Someone said that Kanazoy all over again. Same script, different actors.
Let's just cross our fingers to see if it's something different. Yeah.
Can someone confirm this for me, please? Is this same Oxford company working on Adenta Dodowa Road? If yes, then, well, they've left the site. And someone came to write Ibimonio. And it's true. When you see that a road project is not really moving very fast, it has to do with mostly funds. In JM, we trust this from Abigail. So, like someone also indicated, the Adenta Dodowa Road that is under construction, I'm sure something will be done about it shortly, because like how people have been talking extensively about the Ofanko and so on projects, then now we can see some form of work going on there. It's all about funds. So if the contractor is given the money, certainly the contractor is going to push the project and he's going to do the project as expected, because without road, we cannot move about.
Yeah.
The president said something again, very important, that he says that Ghanaians should bear with the government or with everyone, because when it comes to road construction, you're going to have a lot of motorists bearing their brand, because everywhere will be a construction site. It's going to reduce mobility by way of speed or how you're going to move on the stretch. It's going to create a gridlock and other things. So Ghanaians should also bear, and the motorists shouldn't be saying that we're going to use shortcuts or that. It's right that the funds are made available so that people would heave a sigh of relief when they are applying the roads. But for now, that's what John Mahama, president, has said, that the big push has been launched.
And I also think it's a very good step in the right direction, using a local contractor, because you end up saving money, and you know, and also end up, you know, directing them on how you want things to be done. Yeah. And also, they also bear the grunt of the people. When the people talk, when the people shout, when the people go on social media, they can hear. If the people speak in tree, they can hear the tree. If the people speak in God, they can hear it. Yeah. You know, if it wasn't, you know, a foreign, you know, say, you can be speaking your tree here just like, I don't understand.
So we'll keep our eyes on these roads, and we'll bring you updates as and when on the show.
Right. So up next, we head to Tamale Technical University. Yesterday, there was actually a demonstration that was held by the student due to deplorable state of infrastructure in the school, and also some issues of sanitation. And they sort of like clashed with the police during the protest against the management over the poor sanitation and inadequate infrastructure on campus. I saw pictures and videos about this yesterday, and I was a bit shocked.
This is a technical university.
Yes. I was a bit shocked.
Really? But they pay, what's the name, facility fee, don't they?
They pay everything.
They pay everything. And you can't be having such an institution like this that we call a technical university. Mind you, they petitioned the Minister of Education, Haruna Idrisu, over what they describe as systematic.
Oh
really.
You
can't do this to a technical university. And I think this is like a hostel. And is it that the question is it that the students are not keeping the place tidy, or it has to be with some sort of renovation that has to be done?
So okay, you know what? I don't want to speak for the school, but from what I see, even if renovation has to be done to say that these things are old stuff like that, I feel like you should also keep it clean.
Probably.
Yes. I feel like you should also keep it clean.
It's a two-way affair. Like, keep it clean as we work around to get you a new one. Or probably maybe we really don't know the issue on the grounds. We haven't been there to see it for ourselves. But from reports that we've gathered, the students are saying that it's really not right to have such a facility and also have the sanitation situation, which is a very, 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 very bad.
They actually burns tires yesterday.
So they describe the systematic neglect of student welfare, financial mismanagement, and unjustified fee increments at the university. Anyway, I have some comments for you. Let's share with you shortly on these on this issue coming from Tamale Technical University, where students protested yesterday. So we can bring the comments now. Oh, really? Look at the washroom.
Why are the police treating the students like they are thieves? It is completely wrong to go on a demonstration without involving the police. Okay, I guess this is why the police are treating them like thieves. Without the police, even for your own safety, ignorance about the law is not an excuse. This is not to justify any harassment or unprofessional conduct by the police. And I think this person is right. And Jen Ebenezer says, but how you go do peaceful demonstration without involving the police? For what I know, float staff would invite them. It's true. It's true. Ibra, their leadership as in SRC failed them. That's true.
Well,
the management needs a reset. Who is the rector, or is it VC? Who is that? He should be removed from post and an enlightened person put there. The police know first cry. This is not how to handle the issue. It's sad, though. So yeah, if we saw videos, if you saw videos on social media yesterday, it felt like, I mean, there were videos that seemingly looked like the police, manhandled them. There was even someone that had some wounds on the leg, and people were saying like he was shot. And I don't think if you were shot, you'd be standing.
Or maybe so you can see what is happening. Yeah.
Maybe being manhandled, but
they were assaulted.
Yeah. So oh my God.
Then actually, the thing became very chaotic yesterday. But the bottom line is, if the education minister can't go to that school, can ascertain the problem, can see it for himself, find a solution to the problem, as the students are asking, that some sort of financial penetration must be done, or probably mismanagement that has been done by the finance officer, or that he should be sacked. If some funds can be raised to renovate the things they're asking for, and also put the right measures in place so we don't see these things. Mind you, it's a technical university. These are the people, the next 2-3 years will be in our offices and will be running affairs of the country. So I think the right thing should be done. You can't just stay in this bad environment and say that you are learning. And also with students, when you are protesting, it should be peaceful. If you are protesting and maybe a police officer asks you not to do A, please conform to it, because at the end of the day, what you are churning out or the information you are putting out there will still reach the various quarters or the various authorities. I don't know if you are doing sort of protest and become chaotic or gets chaotic and someone is wounded, that individual suffers it.
Yeah. And also this what I'm about to say actually goes out to anyone that is in a leadership position. They need to realize that the generation that we are in right now, it's a very sensitive, touchy generation. It's like, it feels like almost everyone is unhappy. Everybody's just moving, but really unhappy. And it's a generation that also holds leaders accountable. And since everybody is angry, they can just behave anyhow. So if you're put in a position or a leadership position that has to deal with taking care of people, or let's say, for example, let me use the school for example. If you're going to be increasing pricing of fees and everything, they want to see what these monies are used for.
It's true.
Do you understand?
It's true.
You cannot be increasing prices and then we can't see what these monies are used for.
And our washrooms
the situation
are
is still the same after 10 years. After you took the money, it's still the same. Like it's like I said, it's a very touchy generation that we are in. It seems like everybody's just walking around very angry.
I would have wished we engaged the SRC or other student body, or the management of the school, but then again, we'll focus on this subsequently or some other time. But what we are asking is that the right thing should be done. The student side, management side, the government side, everything must be done well because it's a technical university and we will be churning out leaders or putting leaders out there. And these leaders will come from the school. Chris, I think we have another one. Has to do with you people, you the iPhone users. Me, I'm not an iPhone user, so.
You know, you said you were going to buy me an iPhone.
Yes,
on my
I said
birthday.
iPhone 20. I remember very well.
But the iOS 26 has come, so now why are we waiting for the 20?
Oh, the 20 will come. The 20 will come.
We are in 16 now, so in 4 years. Oh, Philip.
We are in 17. iPhone 17.
Yeah, 17. So Philip, in 3 years.
3 years.
Oh, Philip.
3 years.
Philip, the way I trust you.
You just close your eye and open it. 3 years.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, Apple has released the iOS 26. And it's received. It's an update that's receiving a lot of reactions, and they've made changes like a liquid glass display and some other things. But my question is, we were in iOS 18. How do they jump straight to 26? Where's the 19? Where's the 20? Where's the 21 to 25? What happened? You know, I love Apple so much, but they do too much.
Yeah.
Apple does a bit too much.
They do too much for the iPhone.
They do too much.
Do you have some comments on this?
They do too much. So yeah, some of the updates that we have is new liquid glass design and some other updates which you can go and check out. And we have comments on that.
Let's bring some of the comments.
Can't wait. Release it already.
Really?
Yeah. And iOS 26, same battery anxiety, new wallpaper. So basically, when the thing upgrades, when the software upgrades, sometimes if your battery is not strong, you can't carry it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, some people have already started complaining about their phone being hot.
Oh.
Yes, because of
I know when it's hot, you put it in the fridge.
Some people have started complaining about it being hot, and then and with that, and some have said it's a glitch, that it will get better later and all that. Just put your phone off, it will come back on normal. Current downgrading back to iOS 18. I don't care how much data I lose. Wow.
Oh, okay.
It's somebody that didn't like it. And yeah.
Well, it comes with some great features?
Well, it comes with some features per se, and that's what I was saying. It's the some glassy looking thingy and all that. But let me go back to So we have it here. Screen. The new liquid glass design, updated icons, and then new lock screen with animated album art. So basically, if you have your album and use it as a lock screen, it can be moving up and down. You can be seeing all your pictures moving left and right. Live translation. Okay, live translation will be very good. Visual intelligence, updated photo app. We know it always updates app. We don't really care about the photos and the phone app. Backgrounds in messages. Oh, so you can be doing other things and still messaging at the same time. Polls and messages. I think WhatsApp has that already. That's weird. Unknown sender screening. That's nice. Call screening. Hold assist on calls. Adaptive power mode. And auto mix in music. Yes, auto mix in music is one of the ones a lot of people are talking about.
Wow.
So you know Apple has its music app. So the auto mix acts like a DJ. It knows when to transition. So it's like your own DJ. So you know,
playing for you.
Yeah, it can be doing chicken, and you add another thing. You know.
Beautiful.
So that's one of the features a lot of people like, especially people who love music. Yeah.
Now I'm seeing lyrics translation in music.
Lyrics. Wow, that's
digital
interesting.
ID
in wallet.
Games
that's good.
app.
Oh, the
Preview
games
app.
It has always been there. I don't know about the
New
preview app.
CarPlay experience.
I would like the CarPlay experience. Yeah.
Okay, don't worry. When I buy the iPhone 20,
yes, we'll buy it, and then we'll see how it works, Abby.
See how it works with the iPhone users.
After 3 years.
For us, we will stay with the IAM like that, you know. IAM 13.
Yeah, I'm 13.
Yeah, IAM 13. If you know that phone, If you know that phone, you know. Let's bring you the video of the day.
Technologia. Technologia.
Is this Ghana?
Dakuman, to be precise. It was on the geotag. So yes, it's Ghana. But you see,
really?
I know this is...
How come you be using a wheel spanner for this?
No way. You know, like they said, like the background said, technologia. I know this is supposed to be funny to make people laugh and everything. But when you think of it, these are the people that we are supposed to employ in some of these automobile companies. Because they have a way about, they have a DIY way of doing things.
No, I think he's fixing maybe they're fixing the car or something.
But it's moving.
Yeah, maybe because of
without the steering wheel. So he's using that tire. What's it called?
That's a wheel spanner.
The wheel spanner to act as the steering wheel.
Of course, they both have steering wheel, wheel spanner. Anyway, that's the video of the day for you.
But I see these are the kind of people that we need to employ in companies that, you know, are hands-on in creating things. We are innovators, but we do not have the right education. That's the problem. But I believe that we are innovators.
That's nice. We can innovate, but it only happens in the country I know. Let's bring you something interesting from Brainy as we get into the entire show. I'm sure you're feeling the vibe. Enjoy.
Tell me why you're crying, no any big deal. Yeah. When you give me something I don't really feel, but you know that already. When I found you on the ground, you were dying. Now you're coming to my yard uninvited. Can't you see me at the edge? I'm a lighter. If the war was ending, would you cry or would you try to get me? Tell me now, I want you to be clear, yeah. Tell me now, I need you to be clear, yeah. I will wait for you, for you. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Wait for you, for you. I will wait for you. I will wait for you. Yeah. Ooh. For me, how you fall in love, treating me this way, as though I don't So why you calling me with acting like you care for me? I don't care what you have to say. Boy, don't test me. Don't play no games. You lay down by my side. You know they pay me mine. I feel it in my heart, in my soul. A deep scar me. Be it's not meant to be. You just got the right of my pain. Oh, is it not meant to be? The things way I did see you do for me. Was it all just pretend or all just in my head? How'd you find a way to make me lose? I'm the one to blame, the one. Is it not meant to be? The things way I did see you do for me. Was it all just pretend or all just in my head? How'd you find a way to make me lose control? Oh, wow. 'Cause it's all in my head, all in my, 'cause it's all in my head, 'cause it's all in my head, all in my, 'cause it's all in my head, yeah. 'Cause it's all in my head. Ooh. 'Cause it's all in my head. Yeah. You got my mind spinning. Wonder if you want me or you don't. You know you got me immersed in you. Feeling like I'm lost in a haze, yet I can't turn away from your gaze. Boy, you got me in denial, in denial. You know that I crave attention, need affection. You got me rolling. Boy, please don't go in my yeah. Oh boy, you got me in denial, in denial. It's funny how you mess around with my emotions. That won't stop me, I'm calling your name. Boy, please don't go in my yeah. I've fallen deeper down a rabbit hole with no end. Hopeless. How could you be so cruel to me? You are believe when you need a toy to play with. I'll become your favorite. Oh, why? And I don't wanna be a part of your stupid game. And you don't treat me right. We're better off going our separate ways. You used me, and I get my all for you. Now time is up for you, and I don't know how to move on. Yeah, in denial. You know that I crave attention, need affection. You got me balling. Boy, please don't go in my yeah. Oh boy, you got me in denial, in denial. It's funny how mess around with my emotions. That won't stop me, I'm calling your name. Boy, please don't go in my yeah. Yeah. Da 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 da. Yeah. Hey. obsessed with you. I can't deny the truth. I can see in your eyes, on your mind, you are mine. Oh, our souls intertwined. Yeah, yeah. Every little thing you do makes me wanna feel brand new. Every day with you is a dream come true. You know I like that love when you're feisty and wanna bite back. Via conversations and finally meet in my match. Love the fact that nobody cuffed you cause she was my catch. When you gave it to me, you know that I'm coming right back. Back, 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 back. Oh, I'm coming right back. Back, 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 yeah. Oh boy, you're making me obsessed, yeah, you know that. Oh boy, you're making me obsessed, yeah, you know that. Oh boy, you're making me obsessed, yeah, you know that. Oh boy, you're making me obsessed, yeah, you know that, right? I'm so obsessed with you. I can't deny the truth. I can see it in your eyes, on your mind, you and mine. Our souls intertwined. Yeah, yeah. Every little thing you do makes me wanna feel brand new. Every day with you is a dream come true. I'm so obsessed with you. I can't deny the truth. I can see it in your eyes, on your mind, you and mine. Oh, our souls intertwined. Yeah, yeah. Every little thing you do makes me wanna feel brand new. Every day with you is a dream come true. When I'm with you, I'm losing my focus. So I'm taking my heartbeats with purpose. Oh, I need you, I breathe you, I love you. When I'm with you, I'm losing my focus. So we're taking my heartbeats with purpose. Oh, I need you to make me feel alive.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late?
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Yeah, you go be the luckiest. Coffee from Georgia be luckiest. From Natepia, cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be lucky, luckiest. No matter what you're luckiest. Everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Send your God the apple boom. If you put it toy, so would the coming of the son of man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
On Footprints this Friday, multi-instrumentalist, artist, and music producer Kwame Yeboah continues to take us through his musical journey from playing with local bands to gracing some of the world's biggest stages.
So Amanziba, you did Wogbejeke.
Yeah, Wogbejeke, that whole album. Dun, 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 dun,
That's serious, man.
Yeah.
That's serious.
Oh,
you did that?
Yeah. I took over from Mr. Simons in
Osibisa, yes.
So I played Osibisa.
I think that's where I first saw you, actually.
Yeah, I played Osibisa from 2000 till 2009.
With Greg Brown
Greg Brown. Solar Mafia was drums.
Yeah, Soul Forever was there.
Yeah. Alfred Bannerman guitar.
Carrie Bannerman,
yes. Yeah. And some Ashley percussion.
I love your style. You really
Footprints airs every Friday at 7 p.m. with a repeat on Sunday at 5:30 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV.
We are grateful you stay with us here on Channel 1 TV Breakfast Daily. Now let's talk about this. As the president is pushing the big push agenda, trying to make roads more travel and cutting salt for road construction and other things, we still want to put it at the doorsteps of the president and the authorities that be that there is a pressing need for a road project that we all know that we've been using to be some sort of attention should be paid on this particular road. Which road am I talking about? I'm talking about the Accra-Kumasi highway. This road, we understand that recently the government has stated that some sort of expressway will be constructed. Others have said that no, this is not a time for an expressway. Rather, finish what has been started on the road and patch all the potholes or make the road more travel so we do not have people dying on the stretch every now and then. Almost every day there is a road crash. Almost every day there is somebody who gets injured on the stretch. Almost every day there is somebody who dies on that particular road. But for us to have conversations on this, Hafiz Tijani, our Ashanti Regional Correspondent or the Middle Belt Bureau, Chief Bureau, filed a report on the stretch and how people are lamenting the impact it's having on their day-to-day activities. Let's bring you this report after we come in studio and have conversations on that.
22-year-old Cindy Kankam is still nursing her wounds after surviving a recent fatal crash that claimed the lives of 16 members of the Saviour Church of Ghana on the Atwedia stretch of the Kumasi-Accra highway. Though 3 others also survived, Cindy still struggles to walk and fears the accident may leave permanent scars on her life. Now, her call is simple: fix the road to prevent future deaths.
Kwani de me say sunu sa na kasen so nam so doso nti say oba ni betimi abie kwan nim kakra de so betimi bi nso ato baby a kasen be fa ono ma senka kwan nim so kakra na nka emu ye yanka nya hwase we accident we betimi asi.
The tragedy has left the Obogo community in shock, with many blaming the deteriorating state of the highway for the rising carnage. Along the road, drivers are forced to swerve and maneuver through gaping potholes, exposing passengers to even greater risk.
Na kwan we so no esuo hu Accra-Kumasi we na esuo hu potholes no edoso on so hwe kwan na main road nda ho by drivers for no fa outside lane no if say main road no enye enti yenye nam chen sa do fi Accra-Kumasi no on nam pavement so do fi Kumasi kwa Accra no enam pavement so esa say potholes na wo kwan no so nti
ekwan ni musua nti tembia no accident ne ye more ye ha say car boni papa ha ye korongo dumase ekwan no ehu ifi alafia bepo no so sa ba ha na ekwan no so atutu potholes ne ye more ukowanim say ya cars ni dro aje say otisi baby anka nipa befa no je say car ne tisi wo.
Here at the Joasu Government Hospital, accident victims on the Kumasi-Accra highway are brought almost daily. For doctors and nurses here, saving lives has become a daily routine. But for families and victims, each crash is a life-changing tragedy.
Hospitals along the stretch, often the first port of call after crashes, are overwhelmed. With limited resources, medical staff struggle to treat the influx of victims from frequent accidents.
Our challenge has been when we need to escalate the care. Yes, the delay. Because sometimes when that needs to happen, we reach out to Confanoche most of the time, and the feedback is that no beds, and that would mean we would have to wait for some time and then call them again to process the referral. Yeah, so it's been a challenge.
This is where many victims of crashes on the Kumasi-Accra highway are brought. Each body here tells a story of a journey that never reached its destination. A painful reminder that the statistics we report are real loss of lives.
Managers of these facilities admit the bad roads are a major contributor to the recurring tragedies.
I will plead with the Ghana Highway Authority. The potholes, some of them are becoming manholes. It's getting too bad. Kumasi-Accra Highway is getting into a death trap or something. They should try and then do something about it. Those maintaining the roads, they do it in less than 1 month. It get back to how it was again.
Meanwhile, work on the much anticipated Konongo bypass has stalled. Contractors have abandoned sites, with Channel 1 News learning that funding challenges have stalled progress. The project, once seen as a lifeline for easing traffic and reducing crashes, now sits idle, leaving motorists to battle pothole-riddled and narrow stretches of road daily.
So this is a very sad one, and we will engage Middle Belt Bureau Chief. But before that, there is this one from the Ghana Institution of Engineering. So they said that the Ghana Institution of Engineering has described as ill-advised the government advice or decision to construct the Accra-Kumasi Expressway when the Accra-Kumasi Highway dualization is not completed. According to the institution, the proposed Accra-Kumasi Expressway promised by John Dramani Mahama risks becoming a rush project if construction begins within the next year or two. The institution's president, Ludwig Anane Hesse, explained that a sustainable project of such magnitude required at least 5 years of engineering assessment and ground preparation. He further indicated that he is advising the government to focus on completing the ongoing dualization and consider developing an alternative railway route to ease traffic and enhance mobility, stressing that starting a greenfield express project without proper preparation risks stalling midway. So now the entire force or whatever we are pushing now is how to make this road more travel. The government side, and also when it comes to us motorists, what are we also doing about it? But let me speak to Hafiz Tijani and find out more from him when he went on the grounds, what the residents or road users have been telling him, and how bad the situation, because myself, I haven't traveled on that road for some time now. I can say a year or two, or say a year into 2 years. I haven't traveled on that road, so I don't know how that road is. But even traveling on that road, I'm even scared myself, because hearing that people are dying every day on the stretch is scary. But Hafiz, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Ndilate.
Hafiz, let's understand which portions of the Accra-Kumasi highway are people crying about or saying that there are issues with this road, and must be fixed because one too many people have died on the stretch.
So I know it's a very long time you have traveled on the stretch, and while you are traveling on that stretch 2 years ago, like you mentioned, you saw that portions of the highway were very bad in terms of the potholes. So I don't know the potholes you saw at that time, but this time I can tell you they are turning into manholes because the road keeps deteriorating. The state of the road is damaging as the day goes by. And if you ask about the section, so coming from Kumasi to the Nsawam area, from Kumasi to the Nkoko area, so from Jasu going to the Asankare barrier area. So you are entering from Asankare, going to the other communities, then you are entering into the eastern region. So we focused our report on this stretch, so from Kumasi to the Asankare barrier. This is where you find accidents happen. So from the Asankare barrier, the road is not in good state. So you are moving from the Asankare area coming to Jasu, and you are having potholes, sharp curves within these areas, and the potholes are just unbearable. So if you move from the Jasu area going to Konongo, the curves are also there, and you have the potholes on the stretch. Then you are moving from Jasu heading to Konongo area to the Odumasi areas, and you are having the potholes also there. And that area from the Konongo main stretch, that is the Konongo town, going to the Odumasi area, you have the area is always choked because of the traffic. The road is so narrow, the potholes are there, and the road is choked because of the big trucks, the big vehicles, and also the smaller ones are competing for space. So you are moving also from the Konongo Odumasi area, then you are descending into the other communities, talk of the Nobuom, the Kobiase, the Duan-Pompon areas to Besianse, then you enter Ejiso. So this stretch also, though that area is very good, but the overspeeding is one other issue on this portion of the highway where usually you have either a truck is falling off or there is a collision in terms of head-on collision between the vehicles on the opposite sides. That's the problem you have. But Mr. Nilate, we have identified some issues on the road. So last year when we did the report, our observation revealed that there are problems on their own in terms of what is really causing the accidents on the Kumasi-Accra highway. And one is the bad roads. So you are talking about bad roads, you are talking about the road signs, the absence of road signs on the stretch. You are talking about the potholes on the stretch. You are talking about the engineering of the road. You don't have where speed ramps are supposed to be there, you don't have them. Where there are not supposed to be speed ramps, because of the rampant knockdowns, so some of the communities along the highway would maybe use their maybe reasoning to put that speed ramp there to avoid the vehicular knockdowns in terms of the pedestrian knockdowns. And these are some of the issues that have been highlighted by some of the community leaders, talk of the assembly members and the chiefs within these areas, because they say they have been experiencing consistent or frequent pedestrian knockdowns. So that is one, the bad roads. Two is the malfunctioning street lights on the stretch. So from Kumasi, maybe from Tech Junction heading to Konongo and Jaso, you don't have proper street lighting on the stretch. So drivers are already grappling with the bad roads and during the night, and you know most of the vehicles they travel at night, especially with the bigger trucks that cut goods between Kumasi and Accra and to other neighboring countries. So you are having the absence of street lights. The area is always dark, and drivers have to maneuver and navigate through the darkness to get to their destination. The third one also we identified was the broken down vehicles, trucks that are usually parked on the shoulders of the road. They are not cleared on time. You see even mechanics sometimes waiting there or working on some of these vehicles, and vehicles that are coming, and mostly these trucks do not put any signs in terms of putting the triangle to signal oncoming vehicles, or the clone to signal oncoming vehicles that there's a track that is faulty, so you have to slow down. That is not done. So the broken down vehicles, and also overspeeding and overtaking. These are some of the issues we have identified that are causing the accident. So each issue is put on its own, and each issue is contributing directly or greatly to the accidents that we've been experiencing on this stretch.
Wow. We know that portions of the road is a single carriage road, and others to double carriage road. So dualized, and others also single carriage road. Which side of the road is single carriage, and which side of the road is double or dualized? Coming from Accra, we know that when you get to Sunyane and Apeja thereabout, then you would move to a single carriage. But from that side going, if you can let us understand, so maybe drivers are moving on the stretch, they understand how it is like, since you are the correspondent in that area.
Okay, so when you are coming from Kumasi, it's dual. So from Kumasi to Ejiso. So when you bypass Ejiso, Bisiase, Kubiase, then Nobuam to Konongo, to Odumase, to Dwaso, to the Asankari area I spoke about, it's all single. So drivers will have to, the overtaking, that's why you have so much overtaking on that lane. So the previous administration started the bypass project. So from Konongo, linking it to the Inuresi area, that bypass was going to end. Then from Inuresi, then you continue to Osino and Enyinem. But that project has stalled. So this was going to be a big relief for the motorists on this stretch. So that is why usually you have the congestion, the vehicular congestion around the Konongo area, because of the narrow nature of the road, and the bigger vehicles and trucks are competing with the smaller ones. That's why you always have that. But the bypass project has stalled. So per our checks, it's funding issues because some of the farmers whose farms were taken as a result of the project were due to be given some compensation. And now we are even learning the government has not settled that. So the farmers have also said that they were not going to allow any contractor or the contractors on the site to work at that particular area, because they have not had the engagement sealed yet in terms of getting their compensation from the government. So they would need the compensation before any other work can go on. So currently, when you go to that part of the project, nothing is happening, and the project has been abandoned. So that area was supposed to be dual, so drivers, when they are approaching the Konongo side of the highway, they can branch into the dual carriage. Then they take off, bypassing the main Konongo stretch, which is not good and which is always bedeviled with the congestion and the vehicular traffic there.
Right. Hafiz, I am more concerned about the survivors of the accident that happened earlier this year. Are they getting any medical help from anyone, say the government or anybody?
Well, for now, that's the appeal from families of these survivors. They say that they are not getting any help. They want help from the government. So initially, when the incident happened, you know, it's a church. They were returning from a church program. So the church is taking care of that. But there were other donations from some philanthropists and some leadership of political parties who were there to give donations to the victims. But the donations were given to not only the surviving relatives and also the survivors of the accident, but also the deceased relatives. They also got part of the money. But now the survivors say they will have to fend for themselves in terms of catering for the medical bills to go ahead and do the further treatment. So when we even went to speak to some of them, we were told that one of the survivors was taken to another medical facility because she was still finding it difficult to maybe leave because she needs further treatment. So the father had taken her to one of the medical facilities within the area to seek further medical treatment.
So talking about medical treatment, do you have an idea of how much these medical treatments cost or how much they, say, spend in a month when it comes to the issue of medical treatment?
Well, for some of them, the injuries, though, were major, but because the church has intervened and the monies that were given to them by some of the political leaders and other philanthropists, they were able to take care of themselves and they were able to go or undergo some treatment, and now their situation is down. But one of the ladies we spoke to in the report, she says that she still feels some pains in the leg, at the knee, and then she will need further treatment. But the families are not able to quantify how much they will need. Just that they are also resorting to other forms of treatment to ensure that they are very stable.
Right. And did they, I mean, were you privy to some of their medical reports so we know exactly what we are dealing with, what sort of injury or how, you know, damaged this person is when it comes to the, you know, damage they have been through or they are going through? Like the one that her leg is hurting her. Like, can we ascertain that it's a broken leg, it's a fracture, you know?
Well, so varying degrees of injury. So we had one that's suffering from the fracture in the leg, and the other one were told it affected the waist, and she was still going or undergoing the treatment. And the other person we spoke to, he also had the hand, the arm. He's still suffering with that. The pains are still there, according to him, and they are still undergoing the treatments to ensure that now it's solely the families that are taking care of them.
Okay, so Hafiz, finally, before we take leave of us, you can confirm that the contractors that are supposed to be on the bypasses aren't there, right? All the bypasses on the Accra-Kumasi highway?
Yes, I can speak for only Konongo.
Okay.
For the other side, it falls under the eastern region, so we are not able to speak to that issue more. But for Konongo, we know they are not there, they are not available.
Hafiz, thank you so much. We are grateful. Hafiz, join us live from our Kumasi studios and talking extensively about what is happening on the Accra-Kumasi highway. Chris, we've spoken about this countless times. This road project, we've spoken about it countless times. And if we are going to see something, it has to be done now. I don't know how many times we'll be having conversations around this, because just yesterday there was a crash on the stretch.
Yeah.
It's actually on social media and people are talking about it. I also think that the drivers, you have to drive with caution. If you are doing overtaking at a particular spot and ahead of you, you can't see oncoming vehicle, don't do it.
You know the funny thing? The footage that was playing, the big truck was actually overtaken and the small truck had to ski off the road.
Yes. In a curve, you can't
so if we
see
can have that footage
oncoming
again, that would be
vehicle.
very nice.
Don't do it. These
weird.
are lives of people. These are fathers, mothers, breadwinners, children. Even if you lose a life,
look at that.
Just drive anyhow on the stretch. You understand? Because if you do not put in the necessary precautions, you would end up getting someone's life wasted or perished.
Yeah, this one. Like, I didn't understand what was happening here. Like,
he's dodging the potholes.
You understand?
He's dodging the big truck is dodging the potholes because he doesn't want to go through the potholes. So the road is bad.
And
the vehicles are dodging the potholes. Yes, and the cars are using the slip roads. So because I can't use the main road, so this is the accident I'm talking about yesterday. This is it. Just yesterday, on the Accra-Kumasi highway. Just yesterday, on the Accra-Kumasi highway.
So this one's like the speed bumps.
Yes.
That are causing crashes.
At Lindador. Just move
Lindador.
a little after Lindador. And this 16, the date is on it, 16 September 2025. So how many of these are we going to be seeing every now and then on the stretch? You are approaching a speed ramp. What you need to do is to slow down. You can't tell me that there is no sign there. I can see a sign indicating that there's a speed ramp there. That's a sign. Indicating that there's a speed ramp there. I don't know whether NRSA, National Road Safety Authority, you are supposed to do refresher courses for all drivers, or the police is supposed to be on the road
probably
and put the necessary measures in place. If you are tired and you are behind the steering wheel, park. It's better to be late than to be called a late. Park the vehicle and proceed later. I want to get to Kumasi in the next 3 hours. Okay, checking Google Map, it's 5 hours. But you know, because of how fast my vehicle is and how experienced I am as a driver, I can get there within 2 hours or 2 hours, 30 minutes. You know what you are doing? You are risking your life.
Yeah.
You are risking not only your life, but the innocent person's life. So for us, we will talk about it every now and then, but the authorities should do what they can do about it, the needful, because every day people ply on the stretch. And I just saw it, that if you think safety is expensive, try an accident and you see how much you spend. If you think that what we are supposed to do as a nation is very expensive by fixing the potholes, then how many people are we losing? And the people we are losing, we continue to lose, is our workforce that is going. The 16 people that died in that road crash, now we can see that people are bearing the brunt, even the living, they are bearing the brunt of what happened. So we should try and do what is needful or what is best for the country. And I would say that 60 to 70% of the problem, from what I have seen, is with the drivers. The road, it can be fixed overnight. But what can be done is we can control how we drive on the stretch. You'll be driving at night and somebody's driving a Benz or somebody's driving a BMW. The person is driving a Honda CR-V and the person is testing his or her car on the stretch. And you are driving, you're on top speed, you are driving behind me and you want me to die. I'll just park the car somewhere for you to pass. You understand?
So they actually try to drive like they're in the F1 race.
No, we shouldn't do it. Our roads
like,
are not
I don't
good.
understand why they feel like they need to go on that top speed. Even apart from these, the highways, even on some of the roads we see here in Accra, East Legon, people keep talking about how people drive on East Legon, especially people with very luxurious sports cars. Like, you must hear their exhaust. You must see them zoom. They must feel like they are in some Dubai F1 race just because they have a sports
If you want to test
and
your
I think
car,
it's wrong. It's really wrong.
If you want to test your car, just go to race course where you can do races or something. Don't be testing your cars and be creating problem for the innocent Ghanaian on the road.
Yeah.
It's sad because, see, a vehicle is a machine.
Yes.
It can fail. So you are driving a Benz or you are driving a BMW, whatever vehicle, a Maserati or Mustang or whatever you are driving, and you think it can move that speed. That Corolla cannot go speed.
Yeah.
That small vehicle that someone is also driving cannot go at the speed that you are going. So the little mistake you do, you cause a life or you get somebody perished. So please, we are urging you all, as we are sitting here, we are informing, we are educating, we are entertaining, but we need to take certain things seriously. If the MTTD has to do some sort of check on all the vehicles that apply on that stretch, so be it. If people are supposed to be stopped and some sort of checks must be done in the vehicle, so be it.
Yeah, I feel like, especially with the highways, I think it's important there should be some presence of the police or MTTD on some parts of the road.
Yes.
So people know that, okay, oh, there's actually a stop somewhere, you slow down. But because there's no presence, people just drive. People just drive without caring how they drive.
It's sad. And also, please, the bypasses, we need them. Because some people wouldn't want to go through a place like Osino, Eyiname, Setre, and then move to JJT and move to Nkoko. People would want to use the bypasses because these places are busy towns. You go through Konongo, these places are busy towns. Somebody wants to move very fast. So that is why the bypasses have been done. So please, if the contractors can be checked with the contractors, whatever it takes for you to complete that project on time, then we can put some action also there and finish the project, because every day we lose a life. Statistics from the Road Safety Authority, just from January to June, indicated that at least 7 people die out of road crashes. So please, let's save lives and let's save property. Property by way of vehicle, because as soon as your vehicle gets mangled or crashes, you are going to spend another money or an amount of money to get it repaired, or probably you're going to buy a new one. Yeah, it's just sad.
Yeah.
Yes,
anyway, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will go straight into our entertainment highlight and then come back.
Hello and welcome to Entertainment Highlights on Breakfast Daily. My name is Ni Komite Kome, and this is proudly powered by GhanaWeekend.com. Now to our first highlight. The National Film Authority, NFA, held the National Film Dialogue in Accra under the theme Accelerating Industry Development. The event brought together top actors like Majid Michel, Rosalind Ingiza, and Fred Amugi, alongside producers and experts to discuss filmmaking, financing, marketing, and technology. NFA CEO Kafu Idanko Picha stressed inclusive policies, improving training and quality standards, while GAFTA pledged 100,000 Ghana cedis towards a film fund. The dialogue called for collaboration, innovative financing, and stronger regulation to boost Ghana's movie industry globally.
Today marks an important moment for our creative sector, a sector rich with talent, powerful stories, and cultural depth, yet one that continues to face systemic barriers to growth, particularly in financing and market access. The NFA was established to build a sustainable, globally competitive film ecosystem. To achieve this vision, we must bring everyone to the table: government, the private sector, investors, development partners, filmmakers, and storytellers, to chart a bold new path for the business of film in Ghana.
Now to our second highlight. Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwakohene has urged stakeholders in Ghana's film industry to catch them young by promoting local content among senior high school students. Now speaking at the National Film Dialogue in Accra, he warned that the youth are losing interest in indigenous films. He proposed giving students free access to Ghanaian movies to build loyalty, which could later translate into paid consumption at higher levels. The minister stressed that early intervention is crucial to sustaining future audiences for Ghana's creative industry.
We need to give something to be able to gain something moving into the future. Most of the young ones, especially at the SHS level going down, they are losing touch with our local contents. So the film in school, I think that is one area we should put more emphasis on. And instead of letting them pay at that level, we can offer it for them for free so that they would be addicted to the local content. Once they get to the university level, where they are able to at least be able to afford the 20 cedis, the 50 cedis, we can chase them over there because they are already addicted to our local content.
Now to our next highlight. Afrobeat star Davido has been announced as one of the performers at the 2026 Coachella Festival, marking his debut on the world's biggest stage. He joins star-studded lineup headlined by Justin Bieber, Sabrina Carpenter, and Karol G. Davido's inclusion continues Afrobeat's growing influence at Coachella, following in footsteps of other Nigerian acts who have graced the festival. His performance is expected to spotlight African music on a global platform once again. Now to our next highlight. Actress Martha Nkrumah has warned the dominance of Twi-dubbed telenovelas on Ghanaian TV is collapsing the local film industry. Speaking at the National Film Dialogue in Accra, she said these foreign soaps air almost around the clock, pushing Ghanaian movies off screen. Nkrumah stressed that local productions create jobs and boost the economy, yet TV stations give sponsorship to foreign shows instead. She urged government intervention to protect Ghanaian filmmakers and restore balance in programming.
My problem is with the Twi novellas. The TV stations have been showing the Twi novellas from morning till evening, till dawn. Is there a way that our minister, plus the other ministry on board, can stop these people from doing so? Because it's one of the main reasons why our industry is collapsing. They show it in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening. We keep fighting them, but we don't really fight them.
Now to our last but not the least highlight. Sabrina Carpenter, Justin Bieber and Karol G will headline the 2026 Coachella Festival, marking the first time any of them topped the iconic event. Set for April 10 to 12 and 17 to 19 in California's Empire Polo Club, the festival will also feature Teddy Swims, Central C, Cat's Eye, C-Mart, and several UK acts like Little Sims, Disclosure, and FKA Twigs. Known for its star-studded crowds, Coachella attracts around 250,000 fans each year, making it one of the world's biggest music festivals. Now you can get details and updates of these stories when you visit GhanaWeekend.com. Have you visited GhanaWeekend.com today? Do that now. Now let's check out Channel 1 TV's Top 10 Countdown.
Number 10. Sana samtu dana telerisno. Ibina militio. Abla boyoko. Jerry akamenko.
Number 9. Strapping low. From with this how no I can't let go. You be down peace with a heart full of gold. Been through hell, you my heaven for real.
She said she there with me for me no be
Number 8.
I didn't watch it, I mean shit. I didn't watch it, just me so me pay. A day.
Number 7.
If like you poverty, I said no try call me again. You make me feel like nobody.
Number 6.
5.
Me move town to town, you see me dropping the crown, you comment it. Mama say me when I me wu anasa, me sike die fifi me bu anaba. Nancy and me ne wo hia ya ka so dwen na wa brenti me nua ya da.
Number 4.
Down. Me fan come on me I want to write down. Say me niko shwane about what eyebrow pet. Na my dream that me team when I call light out. You know the lifestyle.
Number 2. Number
1. One side, shoulder, shoulder, one side, shoulder, shoulder, one side, shoulder, one side.
Thanks for staying with us here on Ghana Weekend. Don't forget to keep the conversation going across all our platforms. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Ghana Weekend TV for exclusive interviews, event highlights, and more. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Ghana Weekend for daily updates and behind-the-scenes moments. Catch our quick stories on Snapchat at Ghana Weekend and join the trending conversations on X. It's all happening at Ghana Weekend, your number one hub for music, arts, and entertainment. And this was presented by Ni Komite Kome.
All right, welcome back. And there you have it. That was the entertainment highlight of the day. Right now, it's time for us to get into an interesting conversation. And as we've been hammering and talking about, well, the City Business Olympic 2025 is coming up next week, Saturday, on the 27th of September. 2025 at the Eden Heights Sports Complex, and I'm excited about it, and I'm sure you're excited about it. And if you haven't signed up, I don't know what you're waiting for. You're always the last. You're not ashamed that you've not signed up. And then you'll be crying later when we tell you it's sold out. Well, anyway, we have some people who have actually signed up and registered for the whole event. We have Makafui Adjo Aklobotu, for a communications team lead at the Trust Hospital Limited, and we have Solomon Oben Asari at the ICT Infrastructure System and Security Department at the Trust Hospital Company Limited, and also our very own Accra-Kumasi, who's a TV presenter and events executive at Channel 1 TV, and it's all about the City Business Olympics. Hello, guys.
Hi.
And lady, how's everything?
Very well.
I can't help but talk about his medal.
You ask us how's it?
Oh, no, we know how everything is going.
Yeah, okay, how about Solomon? You didn't ask about Solomon.
Oh, I was coming to talk about Solomon. Solomon looks very happy with his medal.
You said, how is everything with hair?
How is everything? Is that what you want to hear?
No. So how is everything with hair? Yeah, but how is everything with him?
No, I said how is everything, basically.
Oh, okay.
To everyone,
Right.
yeah.
That's fine.
But you guys are all welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Solomon, I cannot help but, ask, where did you get the medal from?
This is for the first runner-up in the men's tug of war for
Tug
last
of
year's
war.
event.
For last year's
Yes,
event?
please, yeah.
Can we see you?
Oh, no, I don't want to showcase my arms right now because...
Oh, yeah, it will shock the opponents. It will make them too ready.
Yes.
Want to surprise them. Yeah, want to surprise them.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey.
I'm really scared.
All right, so let me start with you. Makafui, were you there last year?
Yes, actually last year was our first appearance.
Yeah. So tell us about your experience.
Oh, last year when we walked into the place, it was a surprise to me because I just thought, we were just joining something little. Unknown to us, it was like a whole sporting festival. That's how I like to call it. And it was a different kind of experience, being the first time showing at such an event here.
So which sports did you compete in? Which sports did your company actually sign up for?
We signed up for quite a lot, but we didn't have the teams. We weren't that prepared last year.
Oh, because it was your first time.
First time, yes.
So just coming to look around.
Yes.
And somehow you went home with a medal.
Interestingly enough, yes, we did.
Yeah. So did you participate in any of the sports?
Of course I did. The women's tag of war.
Right.
The team from margins they were too hefty, so they they really pushed us down. But we tried. I think we were the 4th or so.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we tried.
But this year that means you're prepared, a lot more prepared for it.
They're waiting for them.
Oh, that's nice. Solomon, how was your experience like since it was your first time too?
Like she already said, we weren't really prepared, but somehow we came up with a medal, and most of the teams came close to the podium. So we are looking forward to building on that.
Right.
And it was interesting seeing a lot of companies having such good teams, and it's made us realize that even though we are a hospital and we cater for people, we don't want to be left out in the sporting events as well. So we are putting together teams that can compete going forward.
Right. So McAfee, how important is this sort of event to the Trust Hospital?
I would say it's very important because I'm coming from the comms and marketing department. In instances like this, it serves an opportunity, a platform for you to market yourself, to see what your competitors are doing. Last year, we had some of our competitors around, and we made sure that they didn't beat us in any of the disciplines. Yes, it was like marketing to us, it was comms to us, and it's sort of exposure for us as well. And also an opportunity to network.
Yeah. So talking about network, did you create any network that day? No, this is to both of you actually.
So we already have a network partnership with some of the people that were, some of the companies that were present.
Yeah.
Like GCB.
Yeah, some insurance companies as well.
And so this year we are hoping that new faces will come so that we can
talk to them.
With them.
Yeah. Anyway, let me just talk to Echo for now. Echo, where are we when it comes to preparations?
You know, when you said next week Saturday, my eyes just popped. I was like, we are this close.
Yeah,
I mean, we've been talking about this, and I mean, for some time back, we were saying, a month away.
Yeah.
I mean, for us in the programs and events department, it was like, when January started, we were like, we have like 8 months to go. And then June came, we're like, we have 3 months to go. And September is here, we are saying we have a week to go. So we are super prepared. I mean, the venue is in shape. They are waiting for us. The pitch has been like, is it manicured well?
Yeah.
Yes, the basketball court looking very clean and sweet. The tracks ready, arm wrestling gear ready, the officials ready, and we, the programs department and events department in Channel 1 and TV, are also super ready, waiting for them. Right now, we are just waiting for the people to show up, and then we'll be able to have an event. So for us, I think we are like currently at a confident 90%.
Right. So how many companies do we already have signed up?
Oh, quite a number. We have quite a number. We are in excess of, I'll say like 30, 40 already. So, I mean, if you don't pay now, I mean, it will catch you by surprise. I always tell people, never wait for the final week or the week of the events to make your payments, because that week, it can catch you by surprise. So, if you really have the, edge and the appetite to be there, you should make payments now, tomorrow, or over tomorrow. Apparently over tomorrow is the day after tomorrow. I heard it for the first time. So it's now, tomorrow, or Friday.
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, you
Very
may
dicey.
be hit with a sold out. And once we are sold out, we cannot do anything for you. I see people trying to be like, I call, can you say? I can't. I mean, me like this, the whole of Channel 1, I have nobody. So don't try to, I can't do anything about it here. But we are super ready, and we are looking forward to 27th. I'm even shocked next week, Saturday is 27th.
I can't believe it.
Yeah,
I honestly can't believe it too, that it's just next week.
And then the month of September is
and that's it all.
Apparently today is 100 days to Christmas. Today.
No, it was yesterday.
Yesterday is 100 days.
Yeah.
So today is what? 99.
99.
Wow.
So they are cleaning up Mariah Carey at this moment.
Yeah.
You get it?
If you don't get it, forget about it.
But now let's talk about some of the sports disciplines that we are going to be, having on that day. Which ones are competitive and which ones are not competitive?
Yeah. So, I mean, for the competitive sports, we have quite a number. I mean, the 7-a-side football surely is going to feature as always. And then we'll have the Scrabble as always. We'll have the chess as well. I mean, I love chess so much. I don't know how, other people feel about chess. Does any of you play chess?
I don't.
You don't? How about you?
No.
You don't?
I have a chessboard at home. Not me, my son plays.
Your son plays chess?
Yes.
Okay, he should be at
He's a child. It's not for the corporate. It's for the corporate world, not for
No, I want him to be there just to
watch.
Probably build connections with other people as well, learn. Yeah, because,
Okay.
for the people that are there, you find some really good chess players
I
there.
play drafts.
You play draft?
Yeah.
Dummy.
I love it. Just put it here beside me and that's it. I'm gone.
Put what beside you?
You know what the people do? Yeah. No, because that's how I learned it. Standing beside my dad and his friends. It's about it's morning
okay.
TV, so I can't really say it.
Anyway, but these are like the competitive so that we have for this year, 2025 City Business Olympics. We have 7-a-side football. We have volleyball for men and women. 7-a-side is for only men. But if your company decides to come with a mixed team, that's
good.
fine.
Yeah.
It's welcome.
Inclusivity.
Yeah, inclusivity is welcome. But it's going to be for only men. That's the main focus for that. And then for volleyball, we have men and women. And I love the fact that the women play indoors and the men play outside. The women enjoy the AC, the men are always on the side, which is fine.
But it's always a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so competitive that everybody's tense watching it because some of them are really good.
Yeah.
It's like watching games from the Olympics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is actually a City Business Olympics, so you're going to be careful. And then we also have lime and spoon for both men and women. We have arm wrestling for both men and women. We have long tennis for both men and women. We have sack race, which my bestie was the ambassador, the Channel 1 ambassador for sack race last year. That's Tajudeen Abdullahi. And then we have draft for, whoever represents. So it can be a man, it can be a woman, it doesn't matter. And then chess, whoever represents your company, it can be a man or woman, it doesn't matter. Then Scrabble. I love Scrabble, but I don't think I'm that good at it. I'm good at chess, I'm not good at Scrabble, so it's fine. And we have swimming, men and women, and then we have the ultimate one, which I always look forward to because, it tells, who is good with the stomach direction and everything, and it's the CEO's challenge, right? The goalpost is there, kick the ball into the goalpost, and hey, you find people ending up at very interesting places. But it's fine. It's all part of the fun, and it makes it very, very exciting. So yeah, that's what the games I'll be engaging competitively. But on the non-scoring side, we have like the Ludo, the Owari, a few other games that will be around as well, cards, all of that people can engage in and have a good time as well. Also, maybe you are there, you're not engaging in any of those sports, but you want to be part of the workout session. We'll be having a workout session that will be on. It will be happening at different times of the day, and it will be more than one session. So people should look forward to that. And then also the aerobics session. We always start with the aerobics, but this time around we'll start with the aerobics, have one midway, and probably end with an aerobics session as well. Now, also there are people who are there or who come who do not partake in anything. And they'll be there, they'll be walking around, cheering people on, which is good. But we want to also make sure you also go and have some wellness moment with some doctors and some health professionals that will be on the grounds as well. So you can go there, go check your BP, check your vitals, have a conversation with the nutritionist, know everything about your health before you live there, because we are also trying to promote wellness. It's not just about competition.
Yeah, I think wellness is very important.
Yeah, wellness is very, very
especially
important.
when it comes to the corporate world, because we take it for granted and we are burnt out, and burnout is not good.
Exactly. And I recently was having a conversation with a doctor, a doctor friend of mine, Dr. Joseph. She was telling me, Echo, how often do you check your BP? And I'm like, more or less never do. It's like, no, it's not good. Make sure you check it regularly. And there will be people there to actually have conversations about you with your blood pressure. Until recently, I never knew there was something called low blood pressure.
Yeah.
Because, everybody thinks hypertension, so it should be high.
I had low blood pressure.
Exactly. So it's something that people need to know about. So you'll be there to learn about all of these things. And then also, we'll be having a CEO's lounge. the CEO's challenge is very, very part and critical for the City Business Olympics.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, it happens later in the day, right? So the CEOs will come around, they hang around a bit and they want to leave. This time around, no CEO is leaving. Once you come, you go straight to the CEO's lounge where you go to relax and cool off with your, you know, your fellow CEOs. I mean, one thing I've learned is, you know, the game of golf. They'll tell you they hire and fire on the golf course.
Yeah.
And that's what we are trying, that kind of experience is what we are trying to give to our CEOs. Once you come in there, before the CEO's challenge, you guys can, you know, be in one room, have good productive conversations, sign off some deals, start off some deal conversations and all of that. And that's what we are trying to promote as well. So this year is not just about the competition, it's a holistic experience for the ultimate goal, which is wellness. The ultimate goal, which is being able to have a fit and a sound mind for yourself as well. So yes, the competition will be happening, but on top of all of this is wellness. That is the goal. That is what we are trying to push, and that's what we are trying to communicate to people.
Wow, exciting times. I'm so excited about this, and I can't wait to see how everything pans out. But then again, for people who don't know what or where Trust Hospital is, can you tell us a bit about Trust Hospital?
So Trust Hospital, it's a facility which has 10 various facilities scattered across Accra. We have 5 hospitals, the Trust Main Hospital on Oxford Street, Trust Specialist Hospital on Isunkwa Street, Trust Premium Center, Trust Mother and Child, mainly for mothers and children, obs and gynaes to be specific. And we have the Trust Towers, that's our new facility. Then we have clinics in Dansoma, in Adenta, in Sakumono, in Tema, and in Domi.
Wow. And
the clinics run 12-hour shifts, but the hospitals are 24 hours.
24 hours. Yeah. We're going to see some of the doctors playing on that day too.
Of course.
Right. So he actually mentioned some sports. Which sports have you guys signed up for?
Well, obviously, we want to challenge Alisa Hotel.
For the
Oh.
you guys did last year.
Yes, we did last year, but like I said, we weren't prepared last year. So they had a better offer. But this year, we are coming for them. So they are our target. So we are in the men's tug of war, the women's tug of war, the football, the swimming as well,
Wow.
the tennis.
Line
Basically,
spoon,
we are line spoon.
almost everything.
We are bringing a Usain Bolt in line spoon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And a Usain Bolt in sack race as well.
Exactly.
Oh,
So you push
okay.
one.
All right.
That one I can categorically talk about it because I don't have to hide them. They are super.
They're
Right.
super.
Yeah.
And
And we will
training.
also be bringing a chess player as well.
Oh.
Hey,
So-
it's like I bring everybody.
Chess, Scrabble.
Yes,
Charlie, we
yeah.
are coming very prepared.
Yes.
All right.
So how long did it take you to actually prepare for this?
We are preparing individually, but as teams. The guy is laughing. No.
Well, we prepare every day.
yeah.
Anything that we do is as a preparation towards City Business Olympics. Because from last year, we knew that we were going to be back. And this year's, our theme for the team is we go again.
We go again.
We go again.
My God.
We go
Charlie,
again.
They are prepared. They
They
have
are
a
really prepared.
theme
Even
for the
with
team.
We go
Yeah.
again.
Yeah,
We
we
go
go
across
again.
all our platforms.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we are
Wow.
coming.
I can imagine how the WhatsApp page is
buzzing.
is
It's
buzzing.
Yeah.
Heated.
It's heated.
Very, very
Are you
Right
ready?
now, if I'm sure they are watching right now, they can tell them. Probably are telling them the things they should see. So, but it's good.
Yeah. I actually am excited to see what you all come with and, you know, the heat that you're going to be coming with since your theme is we go again.
Yeah.
Especially for people that tried it the first time and are
Yeah.
still inspired to do it. Anyway, Makafui, what would you advise anyone that is contemplating on coming right now?
I think they should sign up. If I don't think it's too late. Like Eko rightly said, they shouldn't wait till the last minute to sign up. And he's saying our focus this year is on wellness. As a facility that's focused on people's health, I think they should sign up. It's not just games; it's also networking and all of that.
Right. And Solomon, any final words?
If you have if you have a team that plays football, basketball, don't sit in the house. Because all the best teams are going to be at Eden Heights on Saturday.
Yeah.
So come and show us your prize. Because you can't be in the house and say you're a champion.
Yeah.
So bring your champions, because we are bringing our champions. We believe other people are bringing their champions.
Challenge.
But at the end of the day, we are going to see who the true champions are. So,
Hey.
That's
Echo, any final words?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I want to urge everyone to I mean, walk to HR's office now, tell HR, hey, HR, tune into Channel 1 TV because these guys are talking about something that we really want to be part of.
Yeah.
And that's the City Business Olympics. You can call 0558 973 973 to register and make payment. I mean, most times people feel like, oh, once I register, that's it. But it's your payment that guarantees your spot. You know, it's your payment that makes us know, okay, you've committed to it. It's not just registering. So it's good that you've registered, but make your payment now. And it's very important that you also prepare, not just for the games, but also prepare to network. I mean, people show up there and they're like, oh, I am shy. I think this is an opportunity to actually bring all your sales guys, all your marketing guys to actually network and build proper relationships, long-lasting relationships with other businesses as well. You could, I mean, land your next big gig right at the City Business Olympics. It's not just, I mean, about the sports, but also, like I said, wellness. So you're a staff, you feel like, oh, my company has registered, but I don't see the need to be there because I'm not competing. Don't worry. The fact that you're not competing, you are even our target. You have to be there so you get to go through, I mean, a wellness routine and get to know a bit about your health status as well. Once a very big thank you to our partner, that's Side Hustle. We are doing this in partnership with Side Hustle by EK Brand Consult. And then also a big thank you to our sponsors, that's UMB for sponsoring us, and also Bethel Logistics. Bethel Logistics for supporting us, and then also Dampon Healthcare for supporting us as well. But if you are there, you want to be part of it, I mean, the ship hasn't sailed yet. It's still docking, so you can still sponsor this. You can call 0558 973 973 and you'll be able to be part of this as well.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking to Accra-Kumasi, who's a TV presenter and events executive right here at Channel 1's TV, and Makafui Ajo Aklobotu, communications team lead at the Trust Hospital Company Limited, and Solomon Obeng Asari, who's a rep at the ICT Infrastructure System and Security Department at the Trust Hospital Company Limited. And they said, coming again, we go again. Anyway, if you are wondering what is this City Business Festival all about, we have a snippet of what happened in 2024. Let us check it out and we will come back to wrap up the show. All right, and there you have it. And the question is, are you pumped or not? If you're not convinced, then I really don't know what will convince you in this life to make yourself happy by being at the City Business Olympic. And that was 2024. And 2025 has a lot to offer. Competitive and non-competitive games and even some wellness packages that comes with the whole thing. So you definitely do not want to miss any of the excitement on that day. It's the 27th of September, and that is next week, Saturday. It starts at 8 o'clock at the Eden Sports Complex. Have you got your workout gear ready? Is your company ready to rep? Is your company ready to, come and beat the reigning champions, which is GCB? Well, we're going to find out on that day. And like Eko said, it's time for you to actually register and pay. If you haven't paid but have registered, well, it will be dicey for you if you do not pay early. If you don't make payments early, you might just hear that the whole thing is sold out, and we might tell you, I'm sorry, we cannot let you be part of it because you had not made payment on the right time. But then again, we want to say a very big happy birthday to dear Pastor Reverend Holalikpo, wishing you abundance, joy, divine peace, and overflowing blessings on your special day. Thank you for your unwavering commitment towards us. May the Lord continue to grant you strength, wisdom, and good health as you serve his people. You will appreciate it. And this is coming from Ella. Ella is wishing a happy birthday to you, Pastor Reverend Holalikpo. I hope you have a nice day. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of the show, and I hope you enjoyed it because I did. And thank you so much for staying with us from 7 a.m. till now. Remember that Nana Tufo-Boateng actually started the show, and Philip Nee Latte joined me on the show too. And now my name is Chris Kata. It's time for me to just leave you guys. And remember to keep watching Channel 1 TV. This has been Breakfast Daily. See you tomorrow for a brand new episode that starts at 7 a.m. in the morning. Bye.